Alright, hello. Just did my due diligence that I basically never do in the venues. Wherein it was a possibility to do that, and now it's time for me to come here and see if I can finish what I started yesterday, which I couldn't finish at that point because of a horrible thing that is the human brain. Getting in the way of me being able to finish that without losing consciousness completely, basically. It's filming not the correct way. Yeah, there we go, that's better. And now it's time for me to probably go ahead and stop that music and also make the sound a lot quieter on my end, because otherwise that's not going to work. Do I have two of these instances open? I do. Why is that? That's dumb. Alright. Two of these perfectly legitimate capture software instances open. But not anymore. I might as well let that little FMV play, see if it doesn't lag out like the one for Dawn of Sorrow did. So I finish up a few more... what do you call it? A few more click touches in the background just to make sure everything's in order. Also, wow, this is loud even with the restriction that I have for the sound on the stream. I just lowered that a little more than normal that I had set to before. Hopefully that's not a problem, but hey. I will also be keeping my eye on a very special space over the course of this, so that I can figure out whether or not it's going to be possible for me. Whether or not it's going to be possible for me to do a very special step in the preparation for what's to come. Let's dive right back into the game, though. Let's see. We're in the Great Stairway. I have to remember if there was anything that I needed to do or wanted to do before I went further. Because let's see, I'm pretty sure that I got everything in the Sandy Grave. Yeah, I got 100% map stuff there even. Sounded like one very specific place in the first painting world, the City of Haste, that I couldn't get to because it was didn't have like super jump, but now I do. You know, isn't it funny how it works out with all of them? I have the fan again, which apparently is picked up quite potently by my microphone. That angle. Make a few adjustments so that it doesn't happen constantly. Okay, I think that's good. That's better. Just had to adjust the angle of it a bit, and now I have to continue like this, and also hope. Let's see. Before I actually start, let me change a few more things around in my setup, because I always have to do that. Get this. Suppose like so. And have the keyboard handy in case I do need that, which I don't know if I'm going to over the course of this, but let's see. I guess I will also move this little GIF of mine back, but it's kind of in between the two things. It's gonna be my watermark, except not really. And now it might finally be time to begin. Just as soon as I check the rest of these final things that are telling me that I need to collect them right now. Okay, I think that is everything now. So here I go. Time to return to the game and hopefully get as much of this, at least I'm hoping to get this game's randomizer done before anything else. Happens. Notice too how I don't have the double jump, but I do have the super jump. So we're going straight into the third painting world, which is the Nation of Fools, the circus level. Actually, I don't know, is this better than the Dragon Slayer thing? Is that better than the other Vampire Killer? I mean, it probably is in terms of raw damage, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna stick with this sword after all, for the time being. It's gonna be an interesting world, because I gotta find... It's probably one of the most non-linear worlds in this whole game. Just because of the structure of it. gotta find not only the war points, but also the save points that should be close to each and every, well, I say each and every one of these sort of hub areas that are distributed within or over the course of the level, but I'm actually not even entirely sure about that. The starting one is gonna have a save point just because it's so close to, I guess it is, okay. So close to the exit, which is where you would, you could just get out of the painting and use the save point that's 2 steps away there, but I guess it doesn't matter in this point, in this, that's not gonna restrict them putting a save point right there. Even though I am definitely way more conscious right now than I was. Okay, I have that active, just checking. Definitely way more, there's another word for this, I'm sure, I'm just failing to come up with it promptly. Way more alert, I guess, is one way to say it, than when I was basically cutting the stream off yesterday because I was falling asleep. I was nodding off, and I watched the VOD of that back, and apparently I only basically ended up nodding off for like 10 or 20 seconds at a time each time, but hey, when you nod off you can never quite tell how long it was, just that you're fucking losing your consciousness. But I'm way more alert now than I was at that point, and I'm still unable to dig into my brain for relevant vocabulary, it seems. That's a good sign. But now let's see, what have we got over here? Grand Cross, oh boy, that sounds like one of the Belmont skills again, maybe an item crash from Richter. Ooh. What have we got on this side? Absolutely nothing. Well, there's something that is not accessible from this side, so... Castle map 2. Oh boy, this will surely come in handy. Well, it might. You never know. Perhaps I am running my mouth by assuming that that's not going to be the case. Better to confirm everything in a prompt fashion than regret your brash words. Truly the doctrine of wise people. Oh, okay. Well, at least that thing died. But yeah, as you might imagine, having the super jump this early on is actually going to be pretty handy for navigating this world. The whole gimmick, it's basically the same basic structure, but it's flipped over 90 degrees in each area. Hey, Tome of Arm 6, you finally got a decent weapon for Charlotte. Secret Lust Volume banned for its destructive secret, which yeah, I'm pretty sure that just means it's just a magical sword coming out of a book, but it's actually one of the best weapons you can get, I think. I think you can also get something called Book of Death, which might be similar damage. I don't remember the specifics of that, though. It's obviously, you know, Charlotte's not supposed to be like your normal fighter damage dealer. She does spells. Actually, her main thing, and she also has these special books, which don't have anywhere near as much capacity as, or variety of capacity as Jonathan's weapons, because Jonathan has the traditional vampire killer hunter role in this. And Charlotte's the mage. Boy. Rocket Slash. I'm probably not even gonna get that many, try to get that many quests done in this, because I'm not even sure how useful it is to try. It is going to be to try and get all the quest rewards and whatnot. Like if those are gonna be useful randomized items, or just gonna be the same stuff that you would normally get. So quests are kind of taking a backseat on this run. Just gonna hop in here real quick just to make sure there aren't any items in here that I'm missing. There's that guy, so I guess I could have missed that tasty pasta carbonara drop if I hadn't killed him, but I'm sure that'll come in very handy in this game that has a glitch, like I already showed off, where you can get infinite potions in the menu. Doesn't really feel like a glitch as much as some kind of hidden debug tool, but I never bothered to take that out of the game. Oh, okay. Now that could have gone worse. I see that we got a breakable wall somewhere in here. What do we got in this little ledge? Piercing beam. We're gonna have to find... there's like a few key things, like I said, that we're gonna have to find just to be able to beat the game. So if anything, we should be scouring all of these worlds for those specific items, and one of them is gonna be the Sanctuary spell. You need that to beat the... basically 60% point of the game boss. I almost said midpoint, but that's not even quite accurate. It's closer to about 60%. This could be about midpoint if you're actually trying to like 100% things, but if not, then it would be about 60%, I would say. So, you know, it just occurred to me too that we're not even going to be able to get into the Nest of Evil if we don't do a lot of the quests, because we need a quest to be able to get in there. Oh boy, what do we got in here? Water? Holy water or something? I said I kind of skipped that on accident. I guess it was holy water. Oh boy. Let's see, there should be some war points close to this place. Taunt. Draw enemy attention to you. Should be close to where the actual, what do you call it? The actual boss area is, which is very, very, closely below us, but you don't gotta explore every part of the map just to make sure that I'm not missing any items, really. Or any of these very, very useful life max ups, which actually are. Because they help you not be dead. As you can see, the you know, these parts of the level are kind of like winding hallways, and they don't always connect back to each other in an easy to remember way. Oh. Kinda want to see if I can... How do I get out of here, actually? To go to the right and then go up. Or do I? It's just a dead end that I didn't realize. I should be able to go up from here. It's not really easy to see that though, unless you look at the map. But let's see. See if I can at least find the, this war point to begin with, and have that be the transition point to the next. I guess we're gonna go to the full circle for now. Rather than going to like go to the boss area. Gotta do a full circle, then we're gonna check the inner paths. Ooh, Royal Crown. It's actually one of the best headwords in the game if I don't, not mixing that up with something else. I don't recall incorrectly. Gonna have the double negative to see, to have that message mean what I'm trying to say. Let's see, can he wear the Royal Crown in place of the Stone Mask? Yes, well, it's not as good in defense apparently as a Stone Mask. This one's better in that regard, and it also raises attack. What does the Royal Crown do? Raises intelligence, mind, and luck. We're gonna go with the Attica helmet for now. Don't need luck that much because we have boosted luck anyway from the rando. It's probably gonna be one of the best things in the game to have equipped right now, though. There's also the Elven Cape. Defense, yeah. Well, I mean, do we have a second Elven Cape? We do, okay. Guess we got that as a drop from some enemies, so we got multiple of that. Multiple of those. Let's well check Charlotte's stuff while I'm here. Attack. Well, that's not really as important with her. It's more about intelligence and mind with Charlotte. And if there's anything that we can use to improve that without sacrificing defense, I guess we're gonna do it. Arachne. What was that? Hold on. That's what we just took off. It's gonna be the same deal here, isn't it? Yeah. Don't know why I even changed that. What did I think we're... that reminds me though. Do we have enough... yeah, now we have enough magic available to us to do the ultimate greatest 5 fusion attack. Oh shit. That wasn't nice. So I'm gonna try it against the boosts in this area when I guess I can try it in the meantime, so I'm gonna get my magic back by then. But who should I test this out on, I wonder? I don't really want to do it in a risky way at this point, because I can die if I mess up too much. I think it's pretty much a whip strike too, so have to be pretty well positioned in front of the enemy that you're trying to use it on. Maybe in here, see we're almost done doing the full circle exploration thing. Alright. Actually, this would be way more devastating if we didn't have the platinum armor. But fortunately we don't have to worry quite as much about that. What do we got in here? Kunmitsu, alright, but it's probably pretty much just another skill that we're not necessarily going to be developing. So we don't need that if we're not going for like all the quests, which I'm not. What do we got over here? Okay, this is how you get to the center. But we're not going to go in the center until I go all the way back to... Jesus Christ. To the bottom again. And you guys can stay there. And I'm gonna grab this Berserker Mail. Yeah, they didn't misspell that. What does that do? That probably raises your damage that you do by quite a bit and also lowers your defense significantly. So it's kind of a better not fucking get hit while you're doing this kind of deal. Alright. Yeah, before I bother going in the middle part, I'm just going to do this. Hey, Redbear. Thanks for the 11 bits. Welcome to my continuation of this game that I started yesterday, but I couldn't finish because I was too close to brain death. And then hopefully another game after this so I can conclude this little cycle that I've done. And then it's the question of whether or not Bloodstained is even going to come out for me to be able to play on PC at midnight, because I did actually double dip at the last minute so I could get the PS4 version and get the PS4 theme that comes with that pre-order, so I could play there at midnight if it doesn't come out on PC by that time. I would rather play it on PC just because that's my preference, I guess, and I actually backed that version, so that would be the version I didn't pay extra for. But if it comes to that, then I guess I can have like a freaking PS4 launch party at midnight. But right now, me and like 200 other people or something in the Bloodstained, and those are just the ones that are using the chat in the Bloodstained Discord, are trying to figure out where the preloading codes are for the PC version. So I'm constantly going over to this window and hitting refresh on that, and hey look, it's the code for the beta backer demo and for Curse of the Moon, but still not seeing the code for the thing that's actually gonna come out real soon. So hold on, might as well try this now. Mario survived. It's Richter, Leon... I didn't catch the rest of them, I think one of them was Trevor. Now that I know that Richter and Leon are the first two in this sequence, I guess I'm gonna try to name off all of them as they show up. I think the others might have been like Simon, and I think they put in Just in that sequence for some reason, even though his game kinda sucked. I guess it would make more sense to put him in than, say, Christopher. That would be even more egregious case of why are you putting in a character from a game that nobody liked? But now we're gonna fill out the map on the bottom area here. I guess we're gonna break this skeleton tree things. Is that what they're called? No, they're called hang bones in that. And I think there's some enemy in one of these games that it's an appearance kind of like that, and it's called a skeleton tree. Might be later in this game actually, because you get like a stronger version of this enemy later in the world. That's like a dark version of this one. The Burnt Paradise it's called, I think. But right now, well actually let's go up here, why not? See, there's no way we have enough magic to redo the Greatest 5 spell. Which I guess I'm gonna try to use against the boss, even though it's probably gonna be tricky to do that just because of how the boss is. Oh boy, MP max up, right, now we have enough because it just maxes out whatever you upgrade with that. And Cestus, yeah, I can definitely use this. Ooh, double, hold on. Trying to, yeah, do that. Okay, so our thing that we're gonna get for clearing the world this time is gonna be some skill. Not a key item like in the original. The vanilla version, that is. Yes, I'm gonna go over to the right side first and just do the map clear here. This would be freaking Medusa head show up. I think there's also flying armors in some of these rooms, but I don't know which ones. Doesn't look like there's anything here so far. It's the flying armors that control the swords, like in the clock tower in Symphony. But I guess they're not on this side. If they are in this world, there might be on the other one instead. Jesus. Gotta check the left side just so I can have the map cleared and I can have that certainty, and then oh yeah, here they are. Fortunately I have pretty formidable defense at this point because of the platinum armor, but doesn't mean I can't find them annoying. And there we are. See if I can do this and dunk on them. I have to expose. It's Richter, Leon, I think Simon, Just, and then Trevor at the end. One of those is Trevor and one of those is Simon, I think, unless one of those is somehow Christopher. Oh, well, whatever. It's probably... You can probably read about this on the wiki and like see the sprites individually. And they know exactly who those characters are. But no, right now it's time for me to go. I guess we're gonna not even go to the save point. I'll go straight over to the war point that's on the left. And head all the way back up to the top of the map. And then we're actually gonna make our way down into the middle from here. Let's play. What is this? 2006? If you're trying on YouTube, you're doing it wrong, apparently. And besides, if you really want to get an audience on YouTube, what you need to do right now clearly are video essays where you tell everyone why your opinion is the right opinion and anyone who disagrees with you is wrong. Hey, I think that was the actual real reward that we get from this place. It's a strength glove that we can use to move shit. So now we can go all the way back to the first painting world and unlock the shortcut there. And we can get into the clock tower, I guess, which is the more important thing. So we collect this, the Genbu. I don't know what that is, I guess I'm gonna try it out. Is that one of the animals from... I think that's what the M means in the description. One of the animal skills that Maria can use. Wait, this is the right thing. I can take it, or maybe not, I don't know. Some stone wall stance, that's what it looks like. But we're not gonna use that. Let's try the ground cross, I guess, kind of see what happens when fucking Jonathan does this. Hey. Oh, that actually is kind of expensive, so I'm not gonna be able to dunk on the boss with this. Hold on. What if I use one of these tonics, high tonic? Yeah, that'll do the trick, so I can get my MP back. Can I do this? And Victor, Leon, Simon, or Trevor, and then Simon. I don't even know. But hey, we did it. We broke the shell, and that didn't even kill the boss, though. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to even hurt this guy consistently without the double jump, but we can try this, which is probably the most actually competent Legion boss fight in any of these games. Honestly. Except maybe for Curse of Darkness, in which it's not even a required boss fight. As you might remember, it's a bonus boss fight. Basically the super boss of that game. Christ. And this was working out quite well. Oh, fuck. Thought I was gonna be able to... Ooh. Well, I'm determined to not heal during this, so I'm gonna have to do this somehow or another. There. It's kinda hard to even reach the boss without the double jump, but we do it. Okay, let's get out of here. That's one world down. And just to check though, we do have 100% map completion, yeah, which means we didn't miss anything. So far, because of our abilities, there's pretty much only one map that we couldn't get 100% items on the first go, and that's the first painting world. But we got all the other stuff, let's see. So where are we going next? We're going to the Dark Academy next, I think. Even though ordinarily first we would have to go in the clock tower the normal way. It's called Tower of Death in this, actually, not even clock tower. Guess we're gonna do that. Hold on, get my save. But real quick, I might just go ahead and go back to the hub. Near the entrance of the castle, so I can see the quests and see if I can even get anything from those. And if so, if it's gonna be randomized. So I'm actually kind of curious about that. But I would like... Oh yeah, what do we got? You learned a purification. We did? Right, so we're talking about quests that... or plot information that... we're not supposed to know about yet. And yeah, he's... okay, well, we got this. Bible learned. Is that not what you get normally from that? Well... how about this? Statue steer? Well, we got that, I think, as one of the randomly found items. Okay, let's try this one, I guess. Spinning art and martial arts. It's just like a full circle, counterclockwise, starting at the top. Let me try it with that one first. There, it's a kick. I think that's not randomized though. So what about the spinning art? It's more of a spin here. So it doesn't look so far like we can actually get anything different from these quests. Perform the spinning art 3 times in a row. Yeah, we can do that. That's 1. That's 2. And there we go. Rocket slash, sure. We can't sell any of these skills, so I'm pretty sure, which is why I'm not bothering to do actual quest application stuff with that. Well, we're here, might as well go ahead and get the last few things that we didn't get from this world, because we couldn't. I mean, other than the cakes, because those are pretty much useless. Hold on, where are we going? Shit, where are we going? Okay, because the place that's hidden that we couldn't get into before is down in the tunnels here. But there's pretty much halfway between the two closest war points. Actually, I'm pretty sure the other one is closer. We're gonna go there instead. Or it's easier to get there from this one. So now that we have the super jump, we can actually get this done. Only Jonathan can do the super jump though. Damascus sword and anything else in here that we're gonna want? Apparently not. Is the Damascus sword any better than my Dragon Slayer? Nope. Guess I'm gonna have the Dragon Slayer be the MVP weapon for most of this. I have the Gladius, but that's just raises defense. Alright. Hold on, do I have yeah, just noticed the samurai leggings are actually spelled as samurai leggings, I guess because they ran out of space in the name there. And now that we've done that, let's see. I could go up to the top and actually we can push things together. I could unlock the shortcut, but I don't think there's going to be much of a point to me doing that, so I'm just going to go ahead and not do that yet, or not do that right now, because I don't know if that's going to be necessary at all. Just be like more time that I don't need to spend. I think that should pretty much be 100% map completion right now for this place. Yep. And so it shall be. Remain. And with that out of the way... Alright, hold on. I need to equip the Puppet Master thing again so I can cheese gaps like this and move them around faster than I need to. So I guess we're gonna take the normal path first. We're gonna go kill Stella, and then we're gonna do the... I'm pretty sure there's another room over this way that's gonna be like secret breakable walls, so I wanna do that anyway. I'm gonna go kill Stella, and then gonna do the little bit of the Tower of Death that you're supposed to be able to do before the Dark Academy. Or not the Dark Academy, the Forest of whatever, Forest of Doom. The abandoned school that isn't all dark and rainy and edgy. So I should be able to do this now, I think. Or not, hold on. What fucking relic did we get? Increase pushing power, but we don't have the one where we can actually push together yet, so never mind, we can't actually go there, never mind. Guess we're gonna have to do Forest of Doom first, after all. There's pretty much nowhere else we can do right now, I don't think. Other than, well, I mean, we can just skip that also completely and go do the Tower of Nothing. We can go to the top. Actually, hold on a second. Since we got the cutscene that said we got a purification spell, yeah, we got Sanctuary, which is what we need to unlock the final 4 paintings. But, hold on. Do we have the thing yet where we can... No, we can't. We don't do the... don't even have the thing where we call our partner to do their spell or their skill without, like, passively while we defend them. If I were to do like the Stella and Loretta fight right now, it would be a giant pain in the ass, so I guess I'm gonna do everything else that I can do before that first, and then hope that I get that skill or that relic at some point over the course of that. So let's get in here. Wait, what is it, Charlotte? There's something about Stella's locket. Can't quite put my finger on it, but it bugs me. Okay, what? Did we get Stella's locket? So we have to do the cuts. Hold on. Yeah, did we get Stella's locket? Where's her items? We didn't even get that, did we? A record pie, don't think we did, so... Well, so I guess you can't actually go in the Forest of Doom until we get that cutscene. You take Stella's locket and you give it to the ghost. problem is I don't think we actually got it, so yeah, we don't get a cutscene with that. We still don't know what its name is. Can't buy it from the shop or something crazy like that, can we?
I'll make you a deal.
So if we can, then I guess I'll totally do it, but it tells me that's not what the case is going to be. Nah, it doesn't look that way.
Thank you.
I didn't buy anything, also I guess we're gonna do the fucking meme here. Just to see if it works. Probably will. Can't see any reason why it wouldn't.
No. Don't tell me that girl was...
Oh, Vincent?
You're still here? I thought... Charlotte!
Alright, now we do it the other way around.
Well, not that, huh?
They killed Jonathan?
No, I'm still around.
You're still here? I thought...
And there you go, there's not really no reason to have that, but they do. Okay, so since I can't go in the forest, then I can't go in the tower the normal way. I guess the only thing for me to do right now is go to the top floor of the Master's Keep and see what I find there. And if I explore this entire place and I don't find anything useful, like, I guess technically I can go do the Stella and Loretta fight and hope I get lucky and then go into the rest of the painting worlds right away. That is technically an option that I have. But I really don't want to do it until I have all of the, or at least that one relic that I talked about that lets the partner do their skill automatically while you wait. I'll go this way first. And look, it's the first boss of Rando, but with fancy attacks and adapted for this kind of game. And it doesn't do a weird kind of scream anymore. Next we can unlock a shortcut back to the hallway with all these sword bats. So we do that. I guess we can also theoretically go into the Tower of Death again and see if I can get up to the death boss fight. But I don't know if that's gonna be possible, honestly. So I got, I know it might be. So get all the way to the room of the elevators, but I don't know, I might actually try that right now. Just to see what happens, because that's pretty much how, that room of the elevators is pretty much how we got to this area to begin with. Might actually make more sense to do that at this point. Just gotta come over here. Wait, this isn't even the... No, this is the right place, never mind, I got confused. I thought it was gonna be the other big vertical room that had the whatchamacallit, the platforms that go up and down that leads into the Forest of Doom, but apparently not. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is where the Stella boss fight is, right here, so... I guess I can skip the actual, yeah, I completely blanked on this place a minute ago. I can skip the normal entrance to this area by going around like this. So what I find, another HP max up, and fight Slugger and Gaibon again, I think. Well, not yet. Pretty sure they show up in this area, though. Yeah, we can just have this thing there for completion purposes, but we can't actually go that way right now because it's blocked off, I think. Actually gonna take a look, just in case there's like some kind of crazy mechanic we can have in as a failsafe to unlock it from this side, but yeah, I don't think there is, so you just have to... Can't do anything if you come from this side and that thing isn't out of the way. So kind of like the same thing they'd have in the Symphony randomizer with, what do you call it, with the doors that you need the Jewel of Open for. Okay, there's the Stella boss fight, so we're gonna do that right now, I guess. You can literally just warp to the other side, because there's a warp point right next to the, like, both sides of that. So here we are. Hey, it's a vampire chick. She wants to kill us, so we're gonna have to kill her first. She has heterochromia. We're not gonna comment on that at all, but it's gonna be a pretty distinctive part of her design, but yeah, we're not gonna comment on that at all. Ooh, hold on. Let me try to do the meme with attack with Charlotte. Warrior survive. I think it's Trevor then Simon for the final. The final animation or the final sprite in that attack, because Simon is actually the... Oh shit. Simon is the old school Simon, I think, or maybe it's like different depending on each time you execute that, but... There we go, easy. Especially when we have overpowered weapons. That happened to me, my skin is normal, and not pale like fucking chalk purple. And my eyes aren't heterochromic or heterochromial anymore, but then my sister comes and that changes. So we're gonna get out of here and then we'll leave something behind though. Is that gonna be the normal thing? What's this? A locket with a photo inside. Yeah, it would actually be kind of surprised if this was randomized, but... yeah, we should go ask him about it. But before we do that, so do we have... Oh, we skipped the cutscene because we have the cover already. We got that from the pyramid in this run. Should have, I guess, the locket, I don't know. Does it not show up in the item list? I guess it's more of a variable then. Let's see. Are we gonna do this first? I don't remember the order you have to dodge stuff in. Do that, do that. I'm gonna take care of that later and then jump over a thing here and that's it. How do you unlock that thing? Let's just go ahead and break the ceiling here. Oh, forgot these guys being in here though. And what have we got? Skill cube. Okay, this is actually this is exactly what I was looking for. This is gonna come in very handy with the Stellan Loretta fight. But now that we have that, I guess we're gonna go back to the hub again and talk to the ghost, because apparently that's the only way we're gonna be able to get into the Forest of Doom. I actually had completely forgotten about that check, where it's, you haven't gotten this plot cutscene, then you can't actually go this way. Better appreciate our beautifully crafted twists and turns in this story. Because that's what people come to Castlevania for, the story. It could be... There's more basic stuff around, but... Hey, surprise, it's Eric Lecard, the other playable character from Bloodlines. That wasn't Jonathan's father. From Texas, y'all. But Eric was apparently from Spain. I'm pretty sure that's in his original Japanese name. It was Eric Ricardo. In a way they changed that. I think some people have talked about that in the Bloodstained Discord though. And yeah, surprise, if you're not a mainline Velvet and you use the Vampire Killer, then you fucking die. Only if you use it too much. Come back wearing 3 non-items. We can't do that yet, can we? Because we need like the nun's habit and the shoes and I don't know, I guess the chest piece. And unless we have all those 3, then we can't actually complete that quest. The nun's chest piece, I'm sure that's exactly what they call it, but hey, we got the plot cutscene, so we can actually go up to Tower of Death and get in the forest now, which is what we would have to do, because in the normal progression to explore most of the Tower of Death, you would need to get the Toad spell from here. That's pretty much the end goal of coming in here. In the normal run. So we're gonna do this place first. And then we're gonna do Tower of Death and fight Death, and then we're gonna do the Master's Keep and do that fight that I'm dreading, but it'll be fine. Actually, I don't know, I say that this is my, basically tied for my favorite Metroidvania with Aria of Sorrow. And the reason I say that about this game is just because of the sheer depth of the looting system, basically. Let's get the undead killer so we can actually kill these guys permanently. Or at least one of them. That's the looting system, well, it has a Castlevania thing that, you know, other Metroidvania type games don't have, where we get a very, very good variety on weapon types and just the weapons within those types. And I don't know, overall the feeling just feels, it's just the best to me out of all of the DS ones, which I guess is the other reason. Because even if you're playing this on vanilla, the grinding feels a lot more fluid and fun, I think, than in the other games. But I do wonder. Well, here's the, I guess something else I could say about this song, just to talk, is that when I play the, I do remember back when I played the very first demo that they put out for Bloodstained, where you were just on the ship stage and that's the whole demo. I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be the case on the, you know, final game, so look forward to that. And hopefully under 24 hours. Hopefully under 12 hours at this point, honestly, because it's basically midday for me. Pretty much the first thing I thought when I heard the music in that ship stage is, hey, it sounds a lot like this song, kind of. But you know, this, the Castlevania soundtracks after a certain point, which is basically symphony, and also the Castlevania soundtrack, or not the Castlevania soundtrack, but the Bloodstained soundtracks are Michiru Yamane joints, so of course it's gonna have one particular, or I guess special style is the word I'm looking for, more than particular. I guess I could use, you know, just to be pompous for a minute, I guess you could say she's like Shakespeare, and that, yes, I just pronounce it like that. In that, there's a lot of different styles she can consistently do well, except for music rather than, well, I don't even know if that's a fair comparison, honestly. Saying that Yamane is like Shakespeare is a little unfair to Yamane. So honestly, having read all the freaking, or not all of them, but a lot of Shakespeare plays myself, it's like, I don't know, the tone feels the same in a lot of them. It's just the, you know, the topics that they deal with that are different. But then again, it's not like I actually went out of my way to look for a lot of those, because the ones that I did read, I do remember a lot of them, but that's mostly because of their freaking, how omnipresent their influence is in pop culture today. And just non-pop culture, I guess, as well. Snooty culture. And, yeah, I feel like I didn't really leave much of an impression on me past that. It's just like, hey, let's grab all of these themes from classical literature and history and let's just tell them again, but with more pomp to it. It'll be great. It was okay. That's how I see it anyway. Alrighty, let's see. This place is also a little bit strangely connected in the map. I don't really wanna have to retrace my steps too many times, so I'm trying to be a little judicious based on what I remember, but I don't know how well that's gonna work for me. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna link back to one of the big rooms that I was already in before. Yeah, so we're not even gonna go all the way back over there, we're just gonna keep going here. it's just a dead end, which, you know, is good for me, even though it's good in terms of map completion, but apparently not even so good in terms of getting items, since apparently wasn't even any item to collect in that room. Kind of leads me to wonder what was the original purpose of that room, because I know it's not used in any quests, because I remember all of the quest stuff in this. Sure. I don't even think there's any quests that you need to come back to this world specifically to complete. I do know there's a couple that you need to do special events that only make sense in the context of the quest in the rehashed version of this world, which is the Dark Academy, but I don't think that's the case in this one. And the reason we didn't yet come here to ground level is because we need to ring that bell and open up this shortcut. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we pretty much clear that entire map without having to retrace our steps too much, so that's a win, as far as I'm concerned. And here's a theater, auditorium type room. Pretty sure they had a room like this in both in Aria of Sorrow and before that in Circle of the Moon in the final area. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the Circle of the Moon one when I played that area from Aria of Sorrow in the randomizer upon doing that. I don't know, all of these rooms just kind of have the same feel to me. It's a big square surrounding a slightly ostentatious background. It's got the fancy coloring to it. Are any of these armors better than what I currently have for any of my characters? Well, Dalmatica apparently, for Charlotte. What about these sequin dresses? Well, that's good for a normal attack, but she doesn't use that much. She uses magical stuff, like I said, so it's pretty much gonna focus on that when you're outfitting her.
Charlotte! Jonathan!
And here are the obligatory tombstone enemies that have dumb high defense. They don't really do much other than just move around. Ooh. Oh, see, I dropped the shotgun helmet, which I think is a good helmet. Hold on. Well, it raises defense, but lowers everything else. I think we'll stick with the Attica helmet for now. Let's see, hold on a second. Can she not wear the royal crown? She can. But apparently it's not as good as the Arachne heading. Okay. Didn't even realize that. Wingtips. Well, drops another item. I don't know if we'll stick around to find out what that is. Yeah, what is this emote? So I don't think that's a default emote. Hold on. I got 2 emails while I've been streaming, and apparently neither of them have anything to do with the code. And if I reload my code page on my survey, it's still not there. Apparently strafe is $3.50 on Chrono GG right now, whatever that is. The game, I mean. Let's see here. I need to go to my page. Rev Herman. Okay, so that's Rev mode. His cat. You know, funnily enough, I also got gifted a sub in one of those channels. Not those channels as in Vinesource channels, but just one of the channels I watch, and this person has a bunch of cat emotes as well. With, I think this is a drawing. And the other ones are just pictures, but they have special effects or just stuff superimposed on them. Let's see. Kinda curious to see what the frickin' Bloodstained Discord is saying right now, if how much people there are talking about the, you know, give us the codes. That's pretty much been going on all day, and I agree with that, because that's my sentiment right now. Need to be able to preload on PC, yo. I would preload it on PS4, but like PC is the version that I am entitled to, pretty much, so... A little bit troublesome that I haven't been able to do that there as well. Okay, let's save here. Also a bit of a mystery how large the game size is going to be. Apparently the number 25 gigs has been thrown around a little bit, but so far all the preloads do seem consistently closer to something like 15 gigs. And the Steam requirement page thing says 10, which is a little weird, because apparently they usually go overestimate in those things. So that's a mystery right now. Also, yeah, that's Doug there, one of the secret bosses from Rando, from the hidden routes, and oh boy, I hear loud construction type noises, so that's gonna be fun. I think the people who are gonna deal with the cracks that were left over in the plaster from the earthquakes 2 years ago are here. So, you know, you can look forward to hearing that for the remainder of this. At least unless this goes on until very, very late into the day, which it might as well, or it might very well not might as well. It's not the same connotation that that carries. This guy drops something. I guess I can kill one more of him just to see if I can find out what that is. And he didn't drop it, so that was pointless. Still don't have anything better than the Dragon Slayer of this weapon type, do I? Doesn't look that way. I at least have like some weapons that are dark elements, so I can fight the Whip's memory, because I don't think I've gotten the cream pie skill yet, have I? That's pretty much what you want to level up so you can fight Whip's memory. In all of these super pro runs. Such as I do all the time. I mean, I could just shut the window, but that would just make this place even more of a pressure cooker. I'm pretty sure you could still hear, like, the impact of it regardless. It would actually be more annoying in that case. It's more muted. It's more... there's more emphasis on the fact that even if you try to shut it out, you can't, and that bothers me, so... Just gonna... Welcome to beautiful acoustics of construction renovation sounds for the remainder of the stream. Oh. Also gonna get the bullet punch. Whatever else is up here. Ooh. I'm glad we came up here first, because that's one of those dead-end areas that pretty much don't have to go back to ever after the fact. If you just clean them out on your first go. But you do have to annoyingly go back to later if you forget to clean it out on your first go, or you get unlucky and you can't actually... You don't actually find it just by exploring around normally. I'm not even gonna try to kill those things anymore. Pretty sure that even if I don't get like any other weapon drops, I can just let whatever I have right now carry me to the end of the game. There's just one, fuck it. I'm gonna go back on my word immediately and kill that guy. And the very, very, very off chance that he'll have something useful. And if he does, he's still refusing to drop it, so... Can use the freaking not vampire killer, but undead killer whip. Apparently stronger than the vampire killer. Well, it has the holy element, which, you know, just like the actual true vampire killer, gives it the edge over a lot of different weapon types. Oh. And it's pretty much the weapon that in normal run will carry you all the way to the end of the game. Are you serious? We can't push this. I forgot this existed because I don't remember these fucking things normally. We can't get to the end of this place because we can't push this out of the way because we don't have the fucking relic. Let's just do it. That's interesting. I know one potential obstacle we need to keep in mind if I ever do another run of this run of this game. So I guess we're pretty much been brought to a dead stop and we have to go back now, so we can't complete this painting world right now because that thing's in the way. And I guess since we can't actually complete this place, we're gonna go ahead and go to Tower of Death and try to clear that. Hopefully that's not an issue for me right now with my current loadout. Yeah, sure, we'll save. And then warp out of here. How much map completion do we have? 82%. See, we're almost to the end, but we can't fucking get there because we need the push the shit together skill, and we don't have that. We haven't found that at all. Can't wait for this to be like a freaking Ukabak Soul situation in Dawn of Sorrow, where it's... And guess what, we're not gonna actually be able to get this until the end of the game. If it gets to that point, I guess I'm just gonna come back here just so I can do an all bosses thing. But right now, let's see. How would I go about... I guess we're gonna go back here. Let's see how would I go about climbing up this place. I guess we can just go to this side, because normally you have to find a place that you can only get through as a toad and shut off the fire. But I already did that. Gotta get whatever. Oh fuck. It's gonna be even more of a pain now, because we don't have the double jump. Spirit of Light. I have a stupid super jump though, but no, we're gonna climb just somehow. Not any specific way, just somehow. Okay, we need this. Fortunately, we can pretty much subvert any need for either the Toad morph or the Owl morph by having the super jump and the puppet thing, puppet master skill at the same time. Ow. Okay, of course they would put that there. Seriously, okay. Ooh, okay, almost fell for that one. Well, there's a Toad morph that we don't need. So we already have Puppet Master, and it pretty much carries you through any point where you would need that knife, and what? Easy enough to get this. Yeah, okay, there's the cream pie. We actually need the cream pie, so... Might use it in a little while, but not yet, I think. Well, I was gonna say, because we're probably gonna need the Puppet Master to get to the top of this place, but maybe not. Boots... oh boy. How much SP does this guy give? 4. We need like 100 SP to level up this thing to the master level. So we'll kill this guy again just to not waste this opportunity. And here's Slogger. What a great welcome he gives. He also gives 4, doesn't he? Yep. It's kind of sad that in the normal vanilla game, if you don't enhance... you don't enhance your SP gain by using like master rings. Pretty much the highest amount of SP you can ever get from a regular enemy is something like 10 from the Minotaurs, I think, in the Dark Academy. Cytus, call forth the frozen winds of hell to create a fearsome blizzard. Ooh. This guy didn't die, really, okay. Got another knife skill, thanks very much. Ooh. And apparently the drop for the gold Medusa heads is the same as the blue ones, so oh fuck. I don't want to fall there. Or fall there and have this shit happen. This is the worst. Ugh. reason why you hate gold medusas in all of these clock tower stages. Okay, at least it looks like the cream pie is leveling up. Or maybe it's because only fucking Slogger gets hurt by that. Oh fuck, that doesn't go away. Oh, he's dead. Holy water R. Okay, is that like Richter's holy water? I guess it's different from the normal holy water skill. And stone wall. Ooh, okay. Oof, okay. Almost fell for that. I keep saying that. It's about my only reaction to what's happening here. Okay, we should have a save room, because as you can see, the boss fight with death is right around the corner here. And, you know, hopefully I guess I'm gonna change my weapon to something with holy elements. I don't even know what that would be. This doesn't even let you see what element your weapon has. You just have to infer that. I don't know, I guess the undead killer or the vampire killer. This is Richter's vampire killer, so, you know, clearly it's gonna be good enough for us. So I'm not even gonna skip this intro cutscene, because I'm pretty sure the way this works is, what do we call it? If you skip the cutscene, that's not that one, but the one that's, that you get after you beat him, then you actually glitch out and the boss doors don't open. Okay, so I think you actually... oh, I forgot how much reach that had. I haven't done this fight in a while, just remember it being fairly challenging. Oh, of course that broke right after I actually got hit. But yes, I was gonna say it's probably gonna be pretty easy to kill him because we do this much damage. So I'm pretty sure if we skip this cutscene then we're stuck in here forever because the boss doors aren't open. I think when he runs away like that, that's when the doors open. It occurs to me too that I could have... okay, never mind, he apparently gives no XP or SP. It's because you don't actually kill him. Because I was gonna say maybe I could have hit him with the cream pie and got an SP from beating him in that fight. That would have been unusually large amount because he's a boss, but no, I guess not. Would have been a vain hope in the end. Didn't even matter. I'm gonna keep the vampire killer equipped, just because. Now what? Well, I guess we didn't get the, you know, change cube thing, or not change cube. I don't even know what it's called, but the skill that lets you push things together, because we need that for the... well, to get to the end of the Forest of Doom or whatever. So until we get that, we'll not be able to do that. Guess we're just gonna have to keep going. I'm just gonna keep the vampire killer. It's Richter's vampire killer required. I'm pretty sure that once we beat Whip's memory, which I just remembered and realized, not using this thing the way I should. Need to master the cream pie before we get to that fight. Which I'm sure is a statement you often hear being said in real life. Okay, here are the dead crusaders that actually guard all the time. Yeah, but all the clue to killing them is to start attacking when you're not actually aligned with them. And finish the animation in their face when they're actually vulnerable. With cream pie finished in their face right at the last moment. But hold on. I wish I could fucking hit this guy in the face with that. for that sweet, sweet 2 SP that he drops. Oh boy, yep. That's definitely audible. The audio levels tell me that. But at least there's a point to it. I could do something like, you know, just mute my microphone until that stops, but I get the feeling that's gonna go on for quite a while, so don't think there would be much of a point to that. So you can do something like pretend that it's being done to the beat of the beat of the music in the game. Okay, I'm trying to hit the sword in the middle so I can get 13 SP. Okay, so you do get more of that from certain enemies. How are we doing in leveling that up right now? 65 out of 100. Alright. And a jacht ploite. However you say that. Yep, trying to hit this guy with a normal attack. Up B. Oh, stem whip. Ooh. Here's the MP max up. I get the feeling this is also going to be a thing tomorrow if I do end up streaming, which I'm pretty sure I will. The, you know, Bloodstained. Guess I'll try to take some extra measures to, not have that be a big issue if that happens. But right now it's not as big of a deal, I feel. Right now they're working on a wall that's basically right next to where my microphone is. That's not the only place that needs to be... Okay, the skill has been mastered. I think it's slightly larger now. You could try to master other skills, but maybe the lance, the javelin. I don't think I'm gonna bother, actually. Well, let's actually go to the top of this place and find the stuff. What do we got? We got tea. That's really useful. And do that boss fight that I'm dreading, because it's not really a boss fight as much as it is hope you don't get hit for a while. Fight. Also, I'm pretty sure that if you do this move, yeah, it's Trevor and then Simon at the end. Okay, so it alternates. Sometimes you get stylized Trevor and sometimes you get stylized Simon, I think. But yeah, that big fusion attack is, I think, pretty much the only way that you can hurt this guy for more than 1 point of damage at a time. You pretty much combine that with stuff like this. Kill him quickly. Silk negligee. He has another drop item, for fuck's sake. Oh well, just fill in this one square that we had in before. Kill that guy. From a distance, of course. And realize we can't go over here because we got Magical Dracula Force. That's being sealed off by Painting Power Force. And apparently this is the reason why Dracula hasn't come back yet, because his throne room is really special, and unless it's accessible to the rest of the castle, he can't actually get to it, I guess. And we're gonna screw that up, because we're smart boys. Right, let's see. Gonna need a sanctuary. And let's just skip the dialogue here, because we need her to... Hey, don't go far. Okay, for fuck's sake. Well, we need for them to not be doing this attack in particular, because that's really annoying. How about now? Oh, Christ. I'm gonna try, yeah, there you go. Well, that would have been good if we had actually done that at the start of that attack and not after everything else. Shit, because he gave... Oh boy, I'm dead. Alright. So yeah, let's pretty much hope that that spell is actually executed. You can just kill them, but then you get the bad ending. Hold on, wrong thing. So go to Sanctuary. It's right there. And hope that this works out. I think you can do like the Stonewall skill for Jonathan and basically have him as a damage sponge. Oh, for fuck's sake. Charlotte, don't do that there, do it here. Thank you. Yeah, hit me, not her. There you go, that's how you do it. Oh, for fuck's sake, of course you got to do it right there. Yeah, hit me, hit the man. That's acceptable, right? Oh my god, it basically was done, but didn't want to happen because... Oh, don't fucking hit her, what are you doing? Hit me, the guy, that's what's politically acceptable. That's the double standard that everyone likes. Oh, okay, of course she did it and then they weren't in range. Oh man, okay, actually you did really well not letting her get hit until that happened. Don't fucking hit, for fuck's sake, how long does this go on? Stop doing that, stop it. Stop it. There. Right, guys, come over here, please. Oh no, I'm doing that. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna take a few tries. Hopefully we'll get lucky sooner than not. Sooner than later is how I usually say that. Okay, this is basically the midpoint of the game, like I said. Since I'm not gonna try to do Nest of Evil. For fuck's sake. Okay, this is actually gonna work out pretty well, I think. If they actually are in range of this, there we go. Or one of them is, that's all we need. There, that worked. Spell was completely perfect, and now all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're fine, except we can't actually move. Kind of. And now we're gonna completely different, because of course we got the sacred family duty kind of deal. You know, it's kind of a weird thing. Every time I hear a hammering noise like this, it's just hammering continually, consistently, rhythmically over a long period of time. I have to wonder, what exactly are you accomplishing by doing that? And theoretically, in this case, I should know the answer. It's, they're like clearing away part of the plaster so it can be replaced, but it does still leave me wondering how exactly that's done, like the exact motions that they're doing to accomplish that. Like, are they using a chisel? I could go look, but seems like an odd thing since you know, the plaster cracked off so easily that it would take that many strikes just to clear off other parts of it without stopping. Okay, let's see. Prepare to unlock the power of the vampire killer. Yes, please. So let's see. It's gonna be the best soundtrack for Whip's memory fight. Okay, we need oh boy. 52. Does that thing have like 5,000 health? Let me confirm that first and then do some calculations. So I think we're gonna have to do that just under 100 times, if so. Hit it with the cream pie just under 100 times to kill if that's the case. Whip is Richter Belmont. Okay, doesn't even have a page for Whip's memory. It's Richter Belmont on the wiki. Let's see. Order of ruin, item data, blah 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 blah. It's from a lot of games. Whip's memory, it's got 5,000 HP here. So if I hit it for 52 HP every time... I don't know, yes. Need to hit it 97 times, so basically 100 minus 3. Ooh. So this is gonna be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh shit. 6, 7, 10, you can see how hard he hits. 8, 9, 10, I think. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Halfway there. Except not really. More of a quarter there. 26, I think. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Halfway there. 51, oh fuck. 52. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 32, 73, 74, 35, 76, 77. For fuck's sake. I can get hit no more times. 78, 79, 80. Fuck's sake. Well, I got 80 out of 97 that I need. Let's try that again. Guess I'm gonna try to heal if I need to for this. I do have infinite heal, so fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I didn't count that, sure. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, fuck's sake, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Actually works better for me. 34, 35, 36. Fuck's sake, how is he hitting me from that far away? How does he know? 40, I think. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Well, we're doing this fucking infinite potions trick. Because I don't want to keep doing this. I lost count. It was about 50, I think. I think. For fuck's sake. Why does it go that high randomly? I think. Probably around 80, I don't know. We don't need a lot more. We should have gotten it that first time, but that whip range is absurd. Oh, no, he's doing that. Come on, any minute now. There.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you. He says that. I don't think I've ever actually heard him say that, but there we go. True power of the vampire killer has been unleashed. Well, let's equip that, the actual true vampire killer, which is gonna be better than Richter's default vampire killer from the whatchamacallit, the bonus mode where you play with him and Maria. And let's go into the final 4 painting worlds and try to blaze through those as quickly as possible. While I try to remind myself that I still have not been able to, have not completed the, what do you call it, the Forest of Doom, which is the normal version of this, this world, this is an edgier version of Dark Academy. Which has another... I was talking about that earlier, actually, when I was playing yesterday. That's another one of the Haunted Castle remixes called... it's a remix of the first stage in that game, actually, but it's sort of called Crucifix Held. It's called Cross Your Heart in the original, but this remix is called Crucifix Held Close. I think that's how that works. And yeah, we have a Vampire Killer, a true Vampire Killer, which is basically one of the best weapons in the whole game. And it's one that you don't even have to grind for, so... that's nice. Oh boy, I'm getting a roast blooming on my back, I'm not even sure why. I think this is another one of those rooms that has the walk-back trees that the fleemen grow from, so they're just gonna keep coming until I have the opportunity to actually come over here and take care of things. The other reason why True Vampire Killer is so good is basically because it has decent stats and it has a holy element. Which a lot of the enemies in this have some kind of weakness to. I'm pretty sure we would ordinarily get Owl form, Owl morph pretty early on in this, but we don't even need it. Because we already have the other crap that we've been using to get around the stuff that we would normally need the morphs to get. Did I skip something back here? I think I might have. There's the Nebula Whip. I don't even remember what's special about that whip. And something special about it might be the fact that I confused it with the... mixed it up with the Undead Killer for a long time, I think. But that is no longer the case. Okay, Ice Needle, so we're gonna have to go back to that big square room. I think there might be a save room in that area. And there might be items in that area, so we can't very well pass that up. Of course, if I had this memorized completely, I would be able to tell you whether or not that was true, but... I guess I have to settle for mediocrity on that account, and not knowing every last detail of these maps. That's something that I can settle with complacency on, I think. Heal, there we go. Now we have a healing spell, we can be a healer. And this guy drops Black Knife, and apparently something else. I wonder what that other thing could be. Oh, there's a cube. I wonder what relic that one's going to be. Spicy Shrimp. And this guy drops what? Summon Crow. Okay, apparently the old Axe Armors have crows as friends. And apparently these Aliorumnus Salem witches, which I think Aliorumnus is another kind of mythical cryptid. That's basically like a witch that whose name came about as like some interpretation of Hellrunner or something like that. And what's up here? I'm pretty sure I missed a drop that sword just did. He dropped a fairly catty soul. Fortunately, it's not like a very useful thing, I don't think, but it was nice and dropped another one for me, because it sounded I missed the first one. Lance. I think the Alucard spear that you can get in this is one of the best spears. One of the best weapons in the game, but I don't think we're even going to need that at this point. It's pretty much all you need for the endgame, like I said, this true Vampire Killer. Which I pretty much try to unlock immediately when I get to that point, so... We don't have the 1000 blades, do we? No, we don't, so... How much damage does Greatest 5 do to this, guys? Okay, that time both of them were stylized. I'm learning so much about that attack today. It does about 22, which I think normally if you level that up high enough you can kill these guys in one hit with that, but... I guess we're gonna have to settle for that much right now. Okay, they drop meteor. I was gonna say if they turns out that they drop fucking 1000 blades, I'm gonna be triggered. we're getting pretty crap tier weapons in this stage, just as world items. Okay, pretty sure these are the minotaurs you can farm. Well, not in this room, but it's a room where you can farm the minotaurs for SP if you want to level up your weapons, your skills, that is. You can also farm this guy, I think, which he drops, yeah, 12 SP. Each Charlotte, don't do that, please. There's no need for that. I'm gonna unequip that off of her, actually. I'm gonna give her something else, like, I don't know. What does Crucitus look like? She does the full charge. Oh hey, that's the same spell that Loretta was using in the boss fight. Didn't even realize that. Oh, of course that's still gonna be a thing if it's off screen. Normally that's not the case, you know. Like if the freaking fire demons try to shoot you with their flames and they're off screen, then the flames don't actually spawn. I might actually have to backtrack here, which I don't like doing. I missed part of the map, and you need to go to that room for one of the quests, I remember that much. There's like 2 quests in this area where you need to go visit ghosts. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit. But hey, that's the name of the game in Metroid. Non-linear exploration, Vanius. I suppose. I wonder how much of that I'm gonna have to do when I play Bloodstained. But I don't mind it at all, because you know it's gonna be blind run of that game. Oh Christ. Is there no way for me to like get past that guy without actually... I have the owl morph, I guess we can use that. Instead of like the bat form, I have the owl morph in this. See you later, nerds. There. I know I want everything that's this part of the map can surrender to me. I will have it. Ooh, ancient armor. I think this is actually one of the most broken armors you can get if you want to do like a hard mode run, because any damage reduces HP by 10% maximum, which might sound bad at first, but then you realize that any damage you take in like this super low level mode is gonna do way more damage than 10%, so you're effectively giving yourself always 10 hit points whenever you wear that. No matter what you're up against or what your own status is. Not are, your own stats are, I guess. Hey, they dropped the status tier, I didn't even realize that's where I got it. Maybe I got it from somewhere else, and that's just like a repeat thing. Yeah, let's go. Hey, look, it's the ball and chain armor from Rando Blood. Which I don't think was in Symphony, actually. I don't think it was. But it came back in this game, so you know that's cool. Except that, you know, it's just another one of the many enemy sprites that they just reuse in these games from Symphony and Rando. What's down here that I didn't acquire previously? There's the gold plate, which I'm pretty sure the platinum plate superseded that ages ago. But whatever, at this point. Is this a save room down here? No it isn't, it's a bathroom. That's another quest room, I think. Unless it's... It's just there for effect and you don't actually have to go back to that, but I think you do. It's like the other spooky ghost room you need to go to as part of the quests in this area. I would like to point out that we still don't have the double jump. We just have to awkwardly shift between regular jump and the super jump. take an extra one of those. Ooh. Please not spit fireballs at me, bug. Dragonfly. Wait for this guy's sword to get out of the way and then we can... There we go. Bye-bye. I'm glad that you're at least still able to do that to skip those fucking final guards, because they're really annoying. Tedious. Just a fucking living wall of nonsense. Like the actual living wall monsters in Neo, for example. I feel they're less of an annoyance to at least get around. Of course, it kinda helps that you start fighting those in a pretty early stage in that game, which I still have not gone back to. I've pretty much only done like 2 or 3 stages in that whole game. One day I'll finish it probably. I don't know, it feels more awkward and potentially harder than Dark Souls for me. Maybe not quite as hard as Sekiro, but hey, that's another game that I've only played a short while of that I'll probably finish eventually, but not anytime soon. That definitely feels harder than Dark Souls because of how they limit you. They don't do that in Neo. They have a pretty comprehensive loot system. That's actually part of the game's core mechanics. Why do we go this way first, down here? There's a breakable, which might have another Malphas Karasuman inside. And it does. I know I remember that, but it also has tailcoats. Do I have any better armor for Jonathan? I don't think we do. We kind of peaked early with Platinum Plate. There's Berserker Mail, but now that's a big trade-off. We could go for super optimized defense on the legs, but nah. It's not really worth it. And a helmet, but same deal there. So let's see. Should connect back to the Minotaur room as well, I think, because I do remember that this is basically where you come to grind SP if you're grinding SP in the post game. Just kill those 2 Minotaurs over and over after hitting them with whatever weapons you want to level up. And that's how you do that, but just didn't need to. We're pretty much closing in on the boss now. I wonder how that's gonna go. Some of those red hands on the wall that don't really serve any purpose, they're just there for ambience. So pretty much the same as that painting in the Wizardry Lab in Dawn of Sorrow that has eyes that follow you, but it doesn't do anything. And a bunch of other things from video games like that. Did you know about the book in that underwater stage in Mario Sunshine that serves no purpose and yet you need to go out of your way to even notice that it exists? Whatever, we're about to get to the end of the stage. We are at... hold on, let's wait until we get to a room where the background is different, and then we're outside again. Here, pretty sure we're at the end here. It's like gonna be another room with Minotaurs or crows up here, I think. Crows. Let's see one of the rooms earlier in the stage that I was thinking of for the Minotaur. Okay, this is where you get the golden axe here. I think we already had that though. And that's that out of the way. We're gonna save, and that's pretty much the entirety of this map. There's the boss, but there's the save room down here. Should be at a very high completion percentage, because we shouldn't be missing anything other than these last couple of squares. in the boss room, and then the last couple of squares in the room after this, which has more painting links. So we're progressing through these stages pretty swiftly. This is pretty much same for Frankenstein boss from the Dawn of Sorrow level 6, or not Dawn of Sorrow, Rando Blood level 6. Literally the same sprite copied from that, so the mechanics are kind of adapted for this style. Still will kick your ass though, as you can see, best if you're not careful. Actually one of the more infamous enemies in this game, because there's a room in the Nest of Evil, which I'm pretty sure we're not going to at this point. Not gonna go visit that area at all. And there's a room in one of the floors in the Nest of Evil, where there's two of these guys in one room, and it's really annoying. Ooh, fuck, okay. Damn it. Okay, we're kind of cornered here. Okay, and I was kind of afraid that was gonna happen, but I really don't know how he knew to aim that there and have that hit me with splash damage and do massive damage that way, but that's fine. I'm just gonna try to do that again, because I'm kind of reticent about, you know, like in Dawn of Sorrow, kind of reluctant about using my infinite heal glitch that I have in this, exploiting that willy-nilly. Because I don't want to do that. Where's the challenge? I also don't want to spend a lot of time on this, because, you know, that's part of the point of it being a randomizer. Keep trying to do the super jump punch to clear some bullets at the start of that attack, but it doesn't seem to be working out at all. It's a little bit difficult when you can't actually see what attack he's charging up for because he's off screen. Just a little bit of an issue there. You might have to approach and hope that he doesn't catch you with some shit like that. I don't even know how much health he has. I don't think he has as much health as death even, so it's, in theory it shouldn't even be that hard, but you know, between theory and practice there's a certain, I don't know, trying to translate a certain saying that exists in Spanish for this kind of thing. You know, between theory and practice it's not the same deal. It's a little bit difficult. It's something like between the saying and the doing there's a dangerous trip or something like that. I don't know exactly how you would say that. It's supposed to rhyme, but obviously it doesn't if you translate it word for word. Okay, I'm pretty sure one of those electric things will kill me, but I guess it didn't matter in the end. Okay, we did it. I'm pretty sure his death animation in Rando wasn't quite this elaborate, but the gist of it was the same. And hey, we completed the first of the dark painting worlds or whatever. I think we would go to the Egyptian one next. We're doing like normal progression. We do that one, because we pretty much have to do that one first, because that's where we get the owl morph, and then this one. And then do the evil circus, and then do the evil city, so it's kind of a bookends kind of thing. And then once we're done with all of that, we can go fight the final bosses, and that's it. It's probably gonna be a bitch to try to kill Dracula. When we get to that point, if it gets too annoying, I'd probably just actually exploit the what do you call it? You know, the infinite heals glitch with nowhere near as much shame as I would in other situations. So I'm gonna try to do it without, like I said, but if it gets to the point where I'm having too much trouble, then fuck it. Come on, make the fucking poison worms spawn. Poison worms, which are definitely a lot. Oh, for fuck's sake. I specifically was camping close to it so I wouldn't get hit by that, but I guess that didn't matter. Okay, so I don't know if it counts as damage if it you get knocked into it. Let's see, what did it drop? Ricochet Rock. It's that stupid thing from Symphony. Actually, we need to go down there to get to the actual level, that's right. So we're not gonna go there just yet. It's not like a secret like in the other Egyptian level. It's, that's actually where you have to go, so that's like the gatekeeper. And in here, I'm pretty sure in one of these screens the Dodo is supposed to show up. I think it's the one to the right of this one, because this is the edge of the map. I hope the Dodo doesn't have any really useful items that... There it is, and we didn't kill it, motherfucker. I'm gonna try to kill at least one of them just so I can have it in my bestiary thing. Have to like keep coming in and out of here and hoping that he spawns. It's pretty much the same as trying to kill the Dodo in Symphony. Shit. And just like there, it's a pain to even... Okay, so we can't kill it in one hit, which pretty much tells me that we can't kill it, period. It's kind of a shame. Unless I really grind stuff out, right? Stack a bunch of like attack boosting equipment, which I don't want to do just to kill that guy, so... Yes, no Dodo kills for me on this run. Now we're getting into this stage now, and killing the Laura. It's kind of weird how they fucking took the Sheridan Le Fanu thing with Carmilla and Laura, and they made Laura into a freaking BDSM ninja cat girl. But you know, she totally was in the original novel. Why am I even commenting on that? I totes swear that if you read Carmilla by Sheridan Le Fanu, then Laura, the protagonist, is gonna be a BDSM ninja cat girl. It was a very, very common theme in the late 19th century Gothic fiction. Basically Victorian Gothic. I'm an expert on the matter after all, I know these things. You see, it has to do with the element of xenophobia that you would often encounter on these types of tales. And how by mixing the aesthetics of human and animal, see, it's like in the Island of Dr. Moreau with H.G. Wells, you can create this sense of unease by mixing the familiar and the distant. And that's one of the cornerstones of, oh hey, this guy had the 1,000 blades. One of the cornerstones of Gothic fiction, as I'm sure you'll realize from the beginning. I don't know exactly how this exploration of this stage is gonna go. It's pretty much the same layout as the original pyramid stage, except the whole thing is underground. So you're just gonna go down instead of up. And I think the goal to get to the boss here too is not to get to the top, but to get to the center, so like the castle in Symphony. But that's a very little expectation there, clearly. You can just pull these two together with without a lick of irony and without worrying about not making sense. I'm pretty sure in the normal vanilla run, one of these corners of the map down here is where the super jump is supposed to be. Might not be this one though, but the one on the other side, I guess we'll find out together. There's gonna be another save room, yeah, it's pretty much the same kind of room. Well, the save rooms that we found inside the pyramid so far are pretty much the same location as in the old, the other pyramid stage. I don't think they're an exact copy of like one or the other though. They are just very, very similar. I think the gambler glasses that thing just dropped actually let you see like the drop rate on some of the items, like an actual percentage number instead of just seeing stars. Birthday cake. Of course I fucking fell right into that. Do I have the... See, I could just use the toad morph or the owl morph here, I have those, but... Oh, why do that when I can... Actually, I kind of have to do that, don't I? Because I can't throw the puppet master thing When I'm crouched. Motherfucker. Alright, fine. And I have to do it when I'm not here. Alright, so what is down here? This better be worth it. It's a push cube, alright. This is the thing that we've been missing the entire time, the entire game. We should have gotten this as one of the very first things in the game. We didn't. Well, I thought there was going to be more time there. Yeah, this is what you wanted me to do, isn't it? Oh boy, it's about to begin again. I can feel it. I hear that. Hope I can get to some kind of save room soon. Well, this is actually exactly like the first pyramid station. There should be some save and warp to the left here. We're pretty much hitting the bottom of the map, but I don't know if that's actually going to be the case here still. I'm pretty sure this is another point where it differs. We can also find the Gorgon cows. Shiny cows that drop the Viking helmet. Or is it a space helmet for a cow? It's actually kind of apropos that ended up that way in the randomizer. Oh, hey, another relic. We didn't have it all before this point, I guess. Didn't have a thing to let us look at the enemies' names. I guess if we want to get to a save room, we'll probably have to go this way and get even deeper underground or something. Long the shot. That means cat's tongue. It's a type of chocolate pastry from... Or it's just a confectionery, I think. I don't know if it's an actual pastry. But it's basically some chocolate thing from France. The only reason I know about that is because you see that as a sweet here too. Pretty often. They translate the name to lengua de gato. I don't know if there's anyone in English that would call it cat's tongue, though. If there is, I've never seen that. Come on. These things, okay, the blood skeletons don't drop anything, so there's be no point to killing them for real. Apparently the freaking jackal bones also drop something else, but they don't want to drop it right now. Just dropping the sweets over and over. Oh hey, there's the other thing, the iron helmet. Looks like some German helmet. Okay. I do not like tangelis. Sinkadea, that's one of the knives you can use for the dumb succubus glitch in Dawn of Sorrow, I think. Where you clip through the bolts and go all over the map at the speed of sound. Hey, I know how to play this game. Axe Bomber. Orchid Corsage. Alright, so this was a dead end, so I guess I'm glad that I found this while I'm on my spree of exploration. Basically, I kind of have to go all around the pyramid in like a counterclockwise motion to actually get to the middle. I don't remember the particulars of this stage or any of them really, except for like the ones that are really easy to figure out. So I guess I'm pretty glad that I managed to work that out by myself, or not by myself, but by coincidence. I managed to make it work. What happens if we keep going this way is the next question I'm going to ask to the universe and the game. And I know neither will answer, which is why I asked in the first place. I already forgot what the actual question was, but look, Paldimentum. See that this is another dead end room, which definitely Suits my purposes just fine. Gargon. So yeah, not a lot of I don't know, area left to explore, I would think. Like how that ectoplasm just left, like he didn't want any part of what was going on there. Mirror ring. I think that's where the super jump would be in a normal run. I'm not entirely sure. It might have been on the other side, actually, on the left side. I thought it was a side that had like some blood skeletons nearby, but I'd been thinking of the other pyramid. Okay, come on. Get the top right. There you go. There you go, my friend. Oh, shit, this room. This is the way the spiked things are arranged in here is different, like it's the opposite horizontally of how they're arranged in the other pyramid, but I might be wrong about that as well. I don't know, but yeah, we made it to the boss, but we're not gonna fight the boss quite yet. We're gonna get as many items out of this place as we can after all, like the samurai helmet. I go ahead and get the shortcut here. That works pretty much the same way as in the first pyramid room or area. Painting. Whatever else you want to call that. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another dead end here, like in the Great Ghost Room, so obviously that's where we're going. What's that sword down there that looks interesting? Is that the Valvan way? Does it also exist in this game? If so, then I definitely do not remember that being the case. Summon a frog to use in battle, though, if we prove our worth against the fearsome ectoplasms. Come on. Yeah, if I can walk into my weapon, you would. Why is it so difficult to get you to do that? Yeah, I'm going down there, fuck it. I like how the Fleeman's armor counts as a severed enemy. Stellar sword. What's special about this sword? Because it looks special. Later, the legendary swordsman Maxim Kashin. Okay, so that guy was one of the characters in Harmony of Dissidents. I don't know if it's gonna be any better than the actual vampire killer, though. I mean, it's got decent stats, I guess. I'm gonna try it for a little bit. Hey, Alex. Randos are going pretty good. I don't know, it seems like it does just as well against those demons, at least. Oh shit. Well, I got cursed. Not that it really matters, because I'm not using magic for anything right now. Because I can just switch to Charlotte until, or not, because she doesn't have the super jump. She can't use that. So I can't really navigate my way out of here easily. Let's just go this way. Platinum corset. Cool. I don't remember if killing the old axe armors with the vampire killer took 3 hits, but I think it did. Might be because you get an extra hit in with the what do you call it, with the whip just going back. I don't know, I feel like this sword is better against some of the enemies that the whip isn't as good with, but that's pretty much everything except for a handful of rooms. I guess I'm gonna go explore now, because I got the way to the boss open. Dank Pyramid is probably my least favorite level when I play this game. You finished the game? Because I thought when you were playing it for like the Metroidvania thing. I don't remember the specifics, but didn't you say that you didn't know most of this game? Like, you hadn't actually finished it, because there's actually, you know, multiple stages of basically each of the normal painting worlds that you find, and this is the second pyramid in the game. Which is actually very similar structurally to the first pyramid, but it's not the same stage. Ooh, hold on. I get an actual copy to play through all the way since the animation had issues. I don't remember exactly what those were, just it was just kind of stuttery. But yeah, I mean, I think I got this. I do have like an actual copy of this, but I think I got that pretty much when it was new. Hopefully it's not too difficult to track down a physical copy these days. I guess I'm sticking with this sword. I guess I'm gonna keep it equipped at least for the remainder of this world. And pretty much the only reason I'm going back down this way so I can get apparently one room that I missed. At the bottom of this sequence. Pretty sure, okay, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure this sword isn't even gonna be as good against the demon heads, because those take special damage from holy damage, but apparently it was. Maybe this has hidden holy damage and I just didn't realize it yet. I'm pretty sure the vampire killer can kill these guys in one hit though. I don't know. Portrait of Ruin used this anywhere from 25 to 37, looks like. Well, it's not too bad. Pretty sure I recently spent more than that on a second copy of Bloodstained. Ended up double dipping, because I wanted that sweet PS4 theme that is apparently only available as a pre-order thing if you didn't specifically back the PS4 version, which I didn't. And I'm kind of glad I did, because it's kind of weird how that's going on. So I have the, they're supposedly, let me check this right now actually, because I've forgotten to check this over the past while. Yeah, they're supposed to send me a key for the Steam version at some point today, supposedly. And everyone thought that they were gonna send it basically right when the day began, but it's already 1 PM and they still haven't sent it out. So people are kind of confused about that, both that and when exactly the game is gonna launch on Steam. Because the preload thing, like PS4 people who pre-order the game or, you know, have it, can preload right now. That opened like a couple days ago. And the timer on that for when the game's gonna unlock on PS4 is apparently going to end at about 11 PM my time tonight. But there's also like a sale of 10% off for the pre-order of the game on Steam, and the timer on that for when the discount is going to end is like 12 hours more than that, so it's confusing. Exactly what's going on there. But I guess, independently of what happens, I have some assurance I'll be able to play the game at midnight. So I've got the 2 versions. Alright, time for me to actually go fight the boss, I guess. Am I excited? Well, yes, I am excited. I don't know exactly what I need or what I'm going to expect from the game itself, but it's just very good to feel or to know that there's finally gonna be another game, you know, like this, like these Castlevania, Metroidvania RPG action platformers in this style specifically, with the things that these games have. Probably gonna have another game just like this. After like 11 years, basically. That's when Order of Ecclesia came out. Oh boy. And now this guy, who, much like the Frankenstein boss, reuses his attacks from the Rando blood boss fight. And does shit like this as well. I think this sword does have like some kind of holy element, because he's got that light blue glow whenever I hit him, which would imply that he's weak to whatever element is on this weapon. Oh yeah, this... There's like a hidden background in this room that you can pretty much only see if you let him use a bunch of these tiles against you. But who needs that? I'm just gonna try to steamroll this guy. And much like in, you know, some of the Castlevania games, this mummy fight is actually among the easier ones. Oh, I say right before I get hit. And it's just pretty simple compared to a lot of the other bosses where it's trickier to not get hit for massive damage. A faith, Curse of the Moon gave me faith. Yeah, that's pretty much something that I said for quite some time back. If a Bloodstained ends up being to, say, Symphony of the Night what Curse of the Moon was to, the fuck, didn't get 100%? How? But if Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, that is, ends up being to Curse of the Moon what, oh, hold on a second, I'm gonna have to check that now. I think I missed one room to the left of the paintings room. What Curse of the Moon was to Castlevania 3, then everything will be fine. What am I doing? I'm getting confused, that's what I'm doing. How much is randomized in this? Well, hold on. Can actually access the list of options that I use for this. Because the randomizer for this is pretty good as far as customizability. It's actually pretty thorough in that regard. It has a bunch of experimental options even, but I didn't bother with those. Let's see, we got the locations of the items and the special skills. We got the enemy drops. We got the shop items, which doesn't really make a big difference because I never even use those in these randomizers. For this game we got I think that's pretty much it for this game, honestly, because there's other options, but they don't affect this game specifically. They affect Dawn of Sorrow and Order of Ecclesia. But that's pretty much the same kind of preset that I used for all three of these games. That and turning the drop rate way up, as you might have noticed, because that's kind of a... That's pretty fitting for randomizers, I feel. Because part of it is just being able to go quickly. And not have to grind out stuff. Not that you actually need to anyway, but... Is everything? Okay, there's something else here. Yeah, I use Shuriken, and now that should be everything, right? So there is another war point right there. And now time to do the evil circus. Sure, we'll go this way. This looks like fun. Oh. And we're starting out great. Jesus Christ. For some reason I thought I could jump down through that. Oh, Christ. You know, it should be noted that I come this far into the game and still don't have to double jump even though I have the super jump. So it's a little bit annoying to maneuver sometimes. To get the right elevation, like here. Have to get 100% to finish it just for your sake. Well, no, you don't have to get 100%. I don't think I am going to in this. Not even like in the map completion, because I would require that I go into the super evil challenge dungeon and clear that whole thing, which would be pretty stupidly difficult, I feel. Even on a randomizer run. So I'm probably gonna bother with that. And probably, I'm pretty sure another problem with that is that it would require me to do a bunch of optional quests just to unlock that in the first place. And that would take significantly longer, I think, so... Hold on, before I get out of here, let me... Pretty sure there should be... Christ, another... warp room somewhere around here. Sure, we'll use Charlotte. What's her spell right now? Oh, it's the owl form. It's not what I need right now. Let's give her something more useful, like the ice thing. Can she hit the Minotaur from here if she does that? Yes, she can. There you go. Let's just quickly or gingerly step forward until the other one comes into frame, and then... There you go. And now we're not poisoned anymore. You have to get 100%, so you were concerned about the percentage for a second. Oh yeah, that's what better know. That's just because I don't want to miss any... Like, it also has an option in the randomizer, so that you always have the... what do you call it? The, like, peeping eye skill active, so that you can see where the breakable walls are. And that's just because I don't want to miss any potential items that would be hidden behind those. So it might actually be something useful. Like, right now I could really go for the double jump. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, though. But something that I was missing for the longest time was, Christ, where? Was, the skill that lets you, like, push stuff with the two characters. Because there's pretty much some barriers that I had to go around that I was locked out of because I didn't have that. Oh, come on. I can't even get over here because Charlotte can't even do the double jump. Or the super jump. Okay. Ooh. Good start. Fuck, okay, almost got hit by that. I think this might actually be better for, like, just how quickly the attack animation goes. Versus the whip, at least in these, some situations. Like, maybe with these beetles it would be easier to kill them with a whip from a distance. Heaven's Sword. Is this any better? Damascus Sword, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna have the Holy Elemental. Demon Slaying Sword once wielded by an angel. Oh hey, it's the fucking Rune Sword, basically. Maybe I'll be using this for a while. I think there was another sword that was like this in Symphony, actually, that, like, you traveled downwards when it bounced back to you. Oh fuck. So it actually didn't even cover as much ground as the Rune Sword did. But it doesn't have the Holy Element either. So that's gonna be a problem. What if I just go back to Vampire Killer again? And try to make this work. I don't know. Just wait around until this guy's not poisoned anymore. I completely forgot about the talk function as well, so I get the feeling I missed a lot of flavor text. I don't even know they have unique... They have unique text for the bosses at this, like, this late in the game, but I don't think I've ever seen that. So I'll try to keep that in mind. What's the OP weapon in this game? I don't think there's, like, an OP weapon in any of these, in the DS games that are, like, quite as OP as the weapons in Symphony. Or even Aria, but... There's stuff that comes close, but pretty much what you want to go for in this. That's not even that difficult to get, is the true Vampire Killer. This pretty much carries you through to the end game, as you can see. And it's not even that difficult to... Well, I don't know about difficulty, but it's... like you don't really have to go out of your way to try to get this. It's just beating the optional Richter boss. Which is pretty doable if you know the correct strategy for that. It's one of the best things you can do, well, I don't know. There might be like other weapons that you can unlock through like the boss rush that I'm not aware of normally. Oh fuck. It's like one really good weapon you can get in Dawn of Sorrow. Like I don't think there's any weapon in Dawn of Sorrow that is as OP as the Claim to Lace from Aria of Sorrow, but you can get the Valvan way, which is pretty much what I used for the vast majority of my run. Okay, there's a skeleton tree that I was mentioning earlier. Vast majority of my run when I do the randomizer for that. It's actually, I don't know, as close as you can get to OP with the weapons in that game, I feel. At least this version of this world is like a completely different, but like not quite the same layout. Doesn't have those paths in the middle, like in the first circus world. Ooh. I don't know what else. Pretty much the whole reason I'm coming into these worlds right now is so I can, what do you call it, so I can, you pretty much have to beat all of these last 4 worlds so you can actually get to the final couple of bosses. Whereas technically some of the earlier portrait worlds are kind of optional because you only get in them so you can get special items that you need just to be able to get further in the game. And that kind of reminds me, I'm kind of wondering if the double jump is gonna end up being in, oh boy, gonna end up being in the one painting world that I came into before this part of the game that I couldn't actually finish because I didn't have the push stuff skill at that point. And you need that to finish that world, which is the forest abandoned school world. There. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and go back to that before I even go into the final dark painting that there's in this area. That side is up there? I don't know. Like whenever I swing one of the big greatsword type weapons in these DS games, I always yearn for the greatsword type animation from Aria of Sorrow. Just like, almost like a fucking tweening animation, I guess you would call it. Just traveling between point A and point B. Just rotating. I don't know, that the flow of that felt a lot more fluid than the animations you have for those same kinds of weapons in these games. Alright, hold on. Time for me to find a warp room that's probably down here. I don't know if it's gonna be before the boss or after it. And maybe go all the way back up to the top so that I can get the other half of the stage out of the way. Fuck, alright. Double fuck. Well, here it is. Pretty sure we should be able to find a save room somewhere around here though, so I guess we'll try to look for that. Right here, yep. But I think the reason I brought that up with the animation is that I'm pretty sure Death's Scythe, you can also get that in Aria of Sorrow, and it has that kind of greatsword animation. That, I don't know, feels more fluid to me in Aria than it does in Dawn, because it just feels more stilted in the game, for fuck's sake. But yes. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Gonna wait for this guy to get unpoisoned, I guess. Jesus Christ. There. Then I can just cheese my way out of this room. can't actually jump over this thing. It's just kind of stuck there if he does a jump attack. I am level 34, which is pretty low level for this late in the game, I'm pretty sure. Thankfully, in randomizers you have very OP equipment that you can randomly get earlier in the game to compensate for circumstances such as that. I don't even want to fight these things, just let them leave. And now it's time for the other half of the stage, or the other third of it, depending on how you look at that layout, relating to completion. I mean, the map is pretty much at 62, but that's after I went up to that, I don't know. We haven't checked out the entirety of the bottom half or quarter, eighth, I don't know, of the stage yet, so that probably wasn't counted. Well, that definitely wasn't counted, because it only would have really been if that whole part had already been filled in. Oh shit, okay, I thought the slime had gone the other way. Not that it mattered in the end, of course, right. I know this stage is kind of annoying to navigate sometimes when you got wacky gravity stuff, but it's pretty much a lot better when you can actually double jump and compensate for the weird platform layout, which I cannot right now, so it's a little bit more annoying than it ought to be. Like right there, I'm supposed to double jump onto this platform, as you can tell, I'm sure. But I can't, because I don't have double jump. I can, however, shoot this giant missile back at this guy. Oh, fuck. Okay, there's pretty much no reason for you to go there at all. Yeah, this would be a lot less annoying to make these jumps if I had just a normal double jump and not only the super jump, that's the thing. At least I got the paper airplane skill, that'll help, oh for fuck's sake. Good thing those things can't hit me through the walls though, oh boy. I don't think I really found anything useful there, in that side of the stage. I'd have to take a bit of a special measure to not die there. Involving the healing things that I keep getting as drops. You know what, even before I attempt that again, let me take a detour real quick, specifically because there's something I want to check in one of the other stages. One that I couldn't complete. If I don't find the thing that I'm hoping to find outside of here, then I might actually skip the rest of that world for now and just go for the other painting before I go back in there, because I'm gonna have to finish that eventually regardless, but... where am I going? I'm going this way. There's one very particular thing that I'm going to be looking for here, like I said. Technically never did finish this stage because I didn't have the skill that I needed, but I should now. It's not this relics. Push cube. The one that helps you push objects as a team. It should just be a very basic thing that you should be able to know how to do, but... you know. Alright, so how do we... just gotta go all the way around, I guess. Okay, so these guys die in one hit at this point, which is good. It would actually be kind of weird if they didn't. Well, this thing doesn't. Or even 2 hits, it's 3 whole hits for the corpse weed. Ah well, I have this thing. It's already ready to fire upon you as soon as you walk in that door. Or room, I guess. It's not really a door. What if we just head down here, yeah, and head to the left. Go all the way around in this area again. And finally we can do this, which we were not able to do at all before. Oh boy. Still feels really awkward to not be able to double jump. That's pretty much what I'm hoping I'm gonna find out here. Or a relic or whatever it is you need to help you double jump. Oh shit, I just threw the Puppet Master thing, but it didn't actually hit anything, I guess, because I didn't. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Hold on. I'm gonna need a different weapon. Such as the Heaven Sword, I guess. And actually use the sword and not fucking throw that thing instead. There. And in here it's corn soup. Yay. Exactly what I wanted. Hey, Lizardman. Yes, I'm streaming pretty early, pretty much because I'm waking up way earlier than I should be, because my sleep cycle is short. Woke up today at like 2 AM after going to bed yesterday at like 2 PM. So that's been fun. I'm hoping I can basically force myself to break out of that by the magic of the Bloodstained Midnight release. But first I need to, I guess, start this a little early so I can have some kind of assurance that I won't pass out midstream, which is pretty much what happened yesterday. I started doing this randomizer run. I got about 1 or 2 hours into it, and then I started literally nodding off in my chair, so that was no good. I think I mumbled something about Fallout in my delirium, even though I've never even played a Fallout game. And here's the save room, I'm pretty sure. Consume copious amounts of caffeine, nothing bad will happen. Well, I've been drinking per soda, whatever caffeine is contained in that will have to be sufficient. And the shitty energy dream. By which I mean energy drink that I drink sometimes. And that I pretty much only get because it's super cheap here compared to every other energy drink that exists. Okay. And here's Dagon. Lives in the only room in this entire game that has water, so you better figure out how to navigate this water by yourself right quick. Okay, I thought I was gonna be finished by the time I fell back there, but it doesn't matter. Caffeine doesn't really keep you sleep away, it just makes your sleep restless. You can drink a ton of coffee and you'll still pass out as soon as you lie down for a few minutes if you're tired. It feels that way sometimes. Oh wait, an HP max up, so I think that's pretty much everything I get to from this place. So the whole point of coming all the way over here was for another HP max up. I did not get what I wanted, so I guess we're going back to the other portraits, and I'm not going back to the Burned Paradise though. I'm going to the other painting. Maybe I was just worried about the situation in Fukushima, I don't know. Oh wait, I'm going all the way to the right when that's not where I'm actually supposed to go. Wasn't there already like an incident in Fukushima, or am I getting confused? Or maybe I was trying to watch that, or thinking about how I might eventually watch that hip new series from HBO. That everyone's making all of one meme about. It'll probably have a better ending than the ending that they apparently made up for Game of Thrones, which I've never even watched or read any of the books, even though I have the first one. But hey, let's not worry about 13th Street, let's go here to Oh, let us worry about 13th Street, which is where we are right now. Let us not worry about Burnt Paradise, which is the other place that we just abandoned. It has a remix of Iron Blue Intention, as you can hear. Which is kind of funny, that's also a train. But enough about that. It's just a locomotive too, which I guess is the only reason you're kind of able to stop that. It's kind of weird, because Iron Blue Intention was pretty sure originally composed by Yamane, because she did the music for Bloodlines. That was one of the earlier games that she worked on for this series. And yet she also did the music for this game, so it's better remix myself, basically. And yet this is pretty much an arrangement, and I'm pretty sure I was mentioning this when I was streaming, what do you call it? I was streaming Dawn of Sorrow as well. Because another Castlevania game that she did the music for, at around this time was, that came out around this time was Curse of Darkness, and there's a couple of tracks in that game that pretty much sound like tracks from this and Dawn of Sorrow, specifically this remix. There's a certain sort of a, I don't know, refrain, I don't know what you would call it. A certain part of the song that's only present in this remixed version and wasn't in the original melody. That doesn't only show up here. I think it's about to start up in just a couple of seconds, actually, this part. And not only here in this remix, but also in one of the area themes from Curse of Darkness, I think the Cordoba town theme. And it's kind of weird because you also hear the parts of the final boss theme from Dawn of Sorrow in the final boss theme from Curse of Darkness as well. Oh yeah, I changed that because fucking Jonathan is poisoned. Can I cure poison with any of my spells? There should be a spell for that, yeah, cure poison. Oh, I don't need it anymore, now that I actually equipped it. You know that the sound of cracking your knuckles? Well, that's the trivia. Isn't Bloodlines the first game she worked on in the Castlevania series? I thought Bloodlines came out after Symphony, which is why I said that, because I know she did Symphony. That was like the first huge thing that people cared about. But I don't remember, actually. I think Bloodlines did come out after Symphony. Or I might be mixing it up with Legends, because that came out after Symphony. Bloodlines was 94, so oh, okay. Then Bloodlines might have been the first thing after all, I don't know. Not 100% certain on that assertion. But definitely seems like it could be that way. Let's go ahead and kill ghouls in this room for a while. For the same reason that you want to kill zombies in that one room where they keep respawning in the first city place. Painting World. Because that guy will show up eventually, and he's supposed to have better drops, but he didn't drop anything. He was the Ghoul King. Supposed to the white that shows up if you kill the zombies in the other stage. He didn't need an original name, I guess, he's just our king. I still don't know what the fuck these things drop, but I've stopped having any kind of desire to break out the Undead Killer Whip and actually kill them for real. Find that out. But Dark Souls Remastered... I have had Dark Souls Remastered for a while. I don't think I actually completed any runs in that though. Got like about halfway into a run, I think, but I didn't actually finish that because I wanted to do like a sorcerer run because I never actually completed that in the Prepare to Die edition, even though I got pretty far in that. I don't think I actually managed to take the time to complete any runs in Remastered yet. I don't know, other than the weird mechanic where they let you switch covenants anytime you want, in spite of the fact that you still have all of the original penalties from switching covenants that you did in the first Dark Souls. I don't think it's that different. Well, other than the performance, that's pretty much a given. Because, you know, the PC version of the original Dark Souls was a special case. As I myself experienced, because I played that with keyboard and mouse up to like fucking Ornstein and small. And you know, the PC version of Dark Souls 1 is pretty much the reason that I started using gamepads as to play stuff on PC. Pretty much never really bothered with that before that point. Casting build versus anything melee is so different. I still prefer melee though. Yeah, for the most part I'll try to rely on that when I do like a Dark Souls build. Only need 16 strength and 16 dexterity for the Dark Blade. Even making it a Chaos Dark Blade when it gets strong and I have 10 humanity. Oh boy. Does the Chaos thing get affected by how much humanity you have? I don't remember that. Oh shit. Motherfuck. I saw that coming and I yet still couldn't do anything about it. Actually, I have the thing that cures this, don't I? Yep. Okay, time to get my revenge, or try to. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. You know you're waiting to do it. What did I do? I did something stupid, but for fuck's sake. Nope, I'm gonna do this independently of what you've done there. Nix. I don't know why they made whatever that next demon is. That was also the final boss of Persona 3, apparently. I am told by osmosis. Because I never actually bothered to finish Persona 3. Took that demon and managed to make it into a anime nurse with bat wings and a giant needle. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure this is one of the... There's something special about this area, I remember that much. It had to do with the grinding in the post-game. The best way to either level up or rack up kills. No, I think it's for... there are certain items, I don't even remember if it's in this mode or if it's in a different mode, but... There are like certain skills where it gets more powerful, or there's some items that you can only get if you get like a minimum of kills. Or maybe it's the quest that I'm thinking of. But no, I don't think that's it actually. There's... some skill that for some reason you need to get a huge amount of kills with it to power it up, and apparently that room up there with the axe armors is a good place for that. Was it that or SP? I don't know. I'm sure if I looked into it it would become clear pretty quickly, but that's somehow important. I'm content with knowing that from my memory right now. Well, I get the feeling these guys are gonna be a nuisance, so I'm actually gonna kill these guys. Where's the undead killer? There it is. Hey, they drop. Leather corset. You know, just because I can, I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and find out what else they drop. So I no longer have that as a question. They drop the jet black whip. Okay. I don't think that's going to be particularly useful here, since I already killed like the only big enemy that has darkness weakness. Oh fuck. Oh, I couldn't get that mask. What a shame. But you know, I might as well get that. Rest is all going to be going to endurance and vitality and maybe some attunement slots for pyromancy. Well, you know, you gotta have that dark flame, I think. Isn't that Dark Flame the thing that you can only get from the DLC in Dark Souls 1? I don't remember. I think it is though. Got a ninja roll and tank like a beast, oh boy. Which actually has the chance to do the move. But who's the healer? Oh, I don't know. Because the healer will be the humanity that you end up stealing from other people as a Dark Wraith. That's how that works in Dark Souls 1, at least. It lets you spam healing forever as long as you have more humanity. And just keep popping those humanities. They pretty much took that out of the other Dark Souls games. If only they would let you keep popping embers in Dark Souls 3, then a lot of the DLC bosses would be more bearable. Where is this shit? Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the get me the fuck out of here morph to get past this guy, and if we can actually do that successfully, that would be good. There. What is hiding behind you? Oh boy, it's a very, very useful plate of foie gras. Oh, there you go. I think this is the era of Castlevania though, where you have these fancy foods as items that were hidden in all three of these DS games. Just how this is a recurring thing. There was foie gras, there's truffles, and there's something else that I can't remember what it was. Well, I guess these guys are weak against darkness because there's Holy Element. What if I equip this stupid whip against them? Jet Black Whip has the power of darkness. Is it gonna be better? Yeah, I guess it is. Technically. Now that they're dead, I can actually kill these stupid ghosts with this. And hey, look, it's a cross. There is a cross. I'm gonna reuse that asset for a church area in Order of Ecclesia, but we'll get to that in due time. Fucking hell. How many hits does it take to kill these dudes? And, oh god, I just realized how much damage that does. A few too many. Is the answer to my question. What's in here? Oh boy. This looks like fun. Okay, yeah, come over here so I can whip you from here. Chaos pyromancies are pretty good in PvE. I mean, all pyromancies, I think, to a degree, are good in PvE. And just from a all magic standpoint, I feel, oh fuck, what makes the pyromancers good is the fact that you don't have special requirements for them versus the other types of magic, or at least you didn't until fucking Dark Souls 3, and it's like, hey, you need a fucking intelligence and faith minimum to do pyromancies, what the fuck. Okay, I'm gonna take a few measures here. Let me try something different. Let me try using the heal spell. And equip the Jet Black Whip, so I can... I guess it was worth it to farm that. Fuck. Of course I wasn't able to... Oh, whatever. There. Now that you're dead, maybe I can actually do this in peace. I can heal myself all of twice, because this thing, as you can see, is cumbersome. Yeah, it's medicine time. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Oh boy. I have to assume that these fucking enemies are weaker against darkness, because apparently they don't particularly care about... Well, I don't know, I can check that in the enemy status thing, actually. But what are you doing? There, that's what I wanted to do. They're weak against whips and swords, and that's it. They're resistant against holy, but they're not weak against darkness. Okay. Apparently weak against petrification. Somehow. I don't even know, do I even have any weapons in this game that do petrification? Somehow it doesn't feel that way. Okay, let's just get out of here. I don't want to stop for anything. Especially that. Oh god. Even though I'm gonna have to, because there's a fucking hidden floor there. What is this again? I'm pretty sure I already got that. Yeah, clear skies. Where's my magic? I'm gonna use my magic to heal myself again. Is that item on the ground good? All the goggles. I'm pretty sure it's not particularly good, but what are you doing? Okay, she's using the cure poison thing again. I just realized that. Not what I actually want her to use. I don't think those goggles are particularly good, but you know, might as well go for as many items as I can. I don't have anything left hanging. Okay, here's the boss. So time to equip this again. Let's save and let's get the warp thing. That's probably right past this point. So I don't think there's like a thing where you have to go back around after the boss, like in the first city world, but there's probably more stuff down here. Should be a pretty straightforward dead-end kind of path, so let's go ahead and do this now. Oh boy. I don't like fighting these guys with Jonathan. There's gonna be a bunch of them over here, yeah, I don't remember that much. I really have a better weapon, better dark weapon than this right now, but... Speed up, hey, I found this game's version of the Black Panther soul thing. Oh, there's another one. Where did you come from? Or was that one of the ones that have already spawned and I just forgot to kill them? That's probably the case, the latter. Don't know how advisable it's gonna be to use this right now, though. I'm gonna try to just run past everything. That'll work out. That's a good idea. That'll help me outrun that attack. That'll probably help me fight this guy without too much problems. Some fucking demon enemy from the start of the Abyss and Dawn of Sorrow. He's just called a demon though, whereas he was like a demon lord or an archdemon in that skull ring. Hold on, is this like the... I don't remember all of the stuff from Curses the Wearer. Okay, I thought maybe it would be like the death rings in order for Ecclesia, but... No, again, those are a special case pretty much. Oh boy. Oh shit, hold on. Those are a special case, and if I somehow manage to get those early on in the run in order of Ecclesia, I guess I'll try to get the boss medals. Just for the hell of it. Probably not with all the bosses though. That's only if that happens, pretty much. But I'm pretty sure that... I'm fairly certain that at some point during that run, I'm gonna get the death ring. At least one of... Well, yeah, at least one of them. There's a very remote possibility, I guess. There might be an enemy that drops those, which means I could get up to 9 of them, though you really only need 2, but they have a very, very special effect. That's particularly useful if you want to grind out the boss medals. Here, look at this wolfy boy that just drops in. Enter stage... whatever. An uppercut scene. Well, at least he's different from the normal kind of werewolf enemy that you see in pretty much every Metroidvania game. That's just a blue guy. You gonna do the big punch again? He's supposed to like grab these lampposts in the background and throw them at you, but I guess he doesn't want to do it right now. Just getting the... Okay, there he goes. Oh, and he grabs you. I don't remember that attack. I don't know if I've ever even seen him do that. Well, that reminds me, what if we talk right now? It's so fast. Watch out for its dash attack. Which one? It's like 3 different things that it does with that same animation. Hold on, I know what we can do. We can do the special continuity move. And hit him for 900. Okay, there you go. Still don't know if I prefer that or the Fasten Blades though. Probably Fasten Blades for versatility, because you can just keep doing that over and over, because it doesn't cost nearly as much as that one does. Alright, we did it. Knocked out another one of these worlds, and then now there's pretty much only this one left before we can... challenged the last couple of bosses, and we still don't have the fucking double jump though, which is what I really wanted to get before we came back here, but guess that's not gonna happen. How am I taking more damage from these things now? I'm sure I used to take like 90 something before. Face when the streamer doesn't even spam the character swap rapidly. Well, I did that at the start of the run yesterday. Can't help it if you missed it. It's not like it's something that I'm gonna do continuously. It's not like I'm gonna stop in the middle of my gameplay and just go for the hell of it, you know. Okay, I was gonna see, just trying to figure out where that thing is moving. But I sure hope I don't run into any issues trying to get through this wall this time. Oh boy. And if only I had the double jump, this would be so much less painful, I promise myself. At least I have the heal spell, so that kind of gives me an obscure moral justification for why I can just spam the healing, which I can eat this pasta carbonara that I already have 9 of apparently. I can pick up the one that just dropped on the ground. See, I'm not cheating. I'm gonna say when I actually do the cheat again. Okay. Fortunately, I pretty much, when I just go through this stage again, I pretty much get to the point where I don't have anything else new to say, so I just kind of go quiet. As yeah, we've seen this stage, and it's kind of a pain to navigate, even if you have the correct relics that you're supposed to have at this point. When you don't even have all of those, then it's even more of a pain. At least I'm getting to the point where I have no problem whatsoever justifying dirty tactics if it gets to the point where I'm in danger of dying again. And you know, again, I'm hoping it doesn't get to that point, but I have no real assurance of that, as you might imagine. Pretty sure this guy was the problem before, because he can shoot that fucking blast through the floor. Alright, so don't fall in the hole and cause that guy to respawn or get hit by that. Can't even make it past this room, that was the thing. Just come over here so I can fill out that one map square. Ow, okay. Oh, we're breaking new ground here now. And I'm definitely gonna need to have some supper whenever I'm done with this game before I initiate the final phase. I don't really want to kill you, that might result in me getting hit. And we can't have that, have we? What if we go this way? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, at least I didn't land in a place where I was vulnerable to those fire heads. That would be really annoying. I can heal myself with that, I guess. I don't know why the fire heads are so much stronger in this world versus the other one. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back again. I missed one square and that's unacceptable. Or whatever, I am equipped for this right now. not going the right way here, though. This is the right way. Just fall down the middle. Oh, you didn't even get hit by these, didn't get contact damage on those trees. Yeah, need to get wherever this is. It's absolutely integral to the success of my mission. It's an aura blast that I can't even use outside of a... It's pretty much kind of worthless for any enemies that aren't constantly on the ground, so, you know, that's what you can do with that skill. It's really fun to level that skill up for that same reason. Doing laundry, I'll see you later, man. But we're almost through the other, the bottom part of this map again. Yeah. Come on, I'm trying to, you know, do that. I'm surprised that it took that many tries just to hit that guy through the wall. Not that it even matters, because I don't have room for any more of those helmets. And there's a fabled cream puff that I found like 3 of just lying on the ground in the Area of Sorrow randomizer for some reason. It's kind of funny that I found 3 cream puffs and yet I didn't find the claims of lace. That made me sad. Seems like the game, the randomizer's item placement algorithms have their priorities a bit askew. I'm pretty sure in the last, I don't even remember if I got the claims of lace in the last, by which I mean the first randomizer of Area of Sorrow that I did on stream. So I was watching that back, you know, as part of my last randomizer that I did of that game, and apparently I have no idea whether or not I got the glimpse of lace in that file, because I did like a gun through with a silver gun. It actually wasn't even that difficult, so don't know what was going through my mind at that time. I have the Puppet Master. I do have the Puppet Master. Alright. This is a good idea. This isn't risky at all. Alright. Okay, we finally made it back. It's time to go kill the boss, and we made it all the way here, and we didn't even get the... what do you call it? Didn't even get the double jump, so if we do end up getting that, it's gonna be way too late, too little, too late. Jesus Christ. I'd like to get in the save room again. We don't even really need it for the next couple of bosses that we're gonna have to fight, I think. Oh, for fuck's sake. If I had the double jump, that could have been saved so easily, but nope. Have to spam L and pray instead. Okay. Oh, whatever. Just check out whatever's behind here. It's, well, I already know what it is. It's a giant snake. Most famous Castlevania boss ever. Oh wait, it's actually Medusa, who can apparently morph between a giant snake head and her actual human torso. And hey, you can see the creation process for Medusa heads in here. Totally canonical. Hopefully she's not gonna be too big of an issue right now. And yeah, she looks at you and you can turn to stone if you're looking at her back when she does that, but as long as you're aware of that, it's really not that big of a hassle. It's even more of a hassle when she makes these Medusa heads though, because they're all gold Medusa heads. So they all petrify you if they touch you. She loves doing this, as you can see. Come on. Okay, she's gonna say with the amount of damage she's taking, there's no way that she's gonna be able to survive that long. And then she gets turned to stone and falls upwards. She didn't even do the move where she uses her snake body to, like, do the same thing as that water dragon boss from... oh, for fuck's sake, from Rando of Blood. The secret exit to the first stage. Which she pretty much also does when she... what do you call it? When she just comes into the room, but she just does it on the ceiling instead. But yeah, that's pretty much the final painting world. That's mandatory. And with that, we're pretty much ready to go beat the game by challenging the last couple of bosses. Gotta go with dinner, art-related listening. Don't know if the game's still, or if this particular game is still gonna be going on when you get back, but we'll see. Sounds like most of the castle already mapped out as well. It's 95%. Pretty much the only parts that are missing are the throne room and the Nest of Evil entrance. So our total completion right now is 895. Let's go challenge Mr. Jewish painter vampire guy. I don't know, did that guy die during the World War I, or... Let me look into this right now. Let me reload this page again, the page with the codes. Yep, I still don't have my code. But I need to go to Wikipedia right now just so I can look into this. Victor Brauner was a French-Romanian sculptor and painter of surrealistic images, and he died in 1966, so he survived the wars. In, IRL, he didn't become a vampire like in this game. He must suffer the loss of his daughters to humanity again. Let me show you my anime angry face, which I think he only ever shows in, these 2 dialogue boxes. That's the only time you see that. Right. Oh, okay. And these things are gonna curse me, yeah, how it matters. Should have a few thousand health, I think, but the vampire killer pretty much makes short work of him. And he becomes this painting that dances around the room, much like the painting room in Rando Blood, which is also referenced in facing the wrong direction. Also referenced in Curse of the Moon. Okay, yeah, can't really do that, dodge that effectively without the double jump. I'm gonna keep complaining about that because it's true. But I do need to get that to the proper experience at this point, but the randomizer is keeping me out of my hands. I'm almost tempted to just go and look at the cheat sheet at this point. Well, I mean, I didn't need to kill him, I guess. Just to see where the fuck it is. It's probably gonna be in inaccessible spots if I haven't found it at this point. Damn you humans. Also, who could have seen this coming? Turns out that, oh yeah, I kind of skipped over it, but his final line of dialogue is literally, open parentheses, screams, close parentheses. It's one of the best regarded lines of dialogue in the series, as you might imagine. And then we go out of here to the throne room. It might be here, I don't know. Tempest, that's not the double jump. Neither is this. Neither is that. Panther's Natural. How do we get down there? It should be like a place to drop down here, yep. As we get the... You don't really get a lot of focus out of it because you only hear it briefly for this couple of rooms, but the background music for this area is the Dracula Overture, which is the boss theme for Dracula's first form in Castlevania 3. There. I think you far more often hear a remix of Big Battle, which is the theme for the second and third forms of Dracula in that game. But hey, see, it already looped over. It's really not a very long theme. Alright. So, I'm gonna check this right now. I'm gonna go into my log folder for the randomizer, and we're gonna look at the spoiler log. And I'm gonna check where the fuck the double jump is. Portrait of Ruin Randomizer version blah blah blah. Let's see here. Puppet Master, Acrobat Cube, Super Jump, Cock Sanctuary, Double Jump is in the Dark Academy, really. Where the fuck is it in the Dark Academy? I'm going right the fuck back in there and running through that again, because I have no memory of that. It's apparently 802... Oh wait, is that the date? No, it isn't. These are actual numbers with significance of like coordinates and such. I'm gonna run through this entire fucking world again just so I can find a double jump, which is apparently somewhere in here, according to the spoiler log. Charlotte, why the fuck are you with me still? I want you around. It's not in here, so I'm gonna stop by the save room. I'll try to place through this whole place in short order. Should be in either of these. There's nothing here. There's nothing here that I haven't already acquired, for fuck's sake. Just the room with the Minotaur inside. There's no breakable walls or anything. There's no breakable walls here, or I would have seen them by now. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, that has to be it actually. Hold on. How the fuck did I miss that though? I thought I already checked that one. Oh, let's just get the fuck down there. I get that. Where's my speed up effect runs out? Stop the flight. Okay, fucking finally I get that. Going right back through here, I guess, so I can just exit this place the same way I came. Power level a couple of times. Getting close to level 40. I think this is a bit more acceptable as an endgame level. Honestly, don't know how well I'm gonna do against Dracula in the final fight at this level. We're gonna find out together though, now that I can actually double jump and actually maneuver in a reasonable, manageable fashion. Cool. And also get this combat beret drop from that thing. You know, while I'm here, why not? Wait, I don't need to go here, I need to go here. Alright, let's go fight Dracula and see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be great. It's actually one of the best ones for grinding money in the game too. If you have the gold ring, you can just go through these torches over and over again and they drop actual big money bags. Don't even need to grind money though. I just realized that there's no save here. The closest save is down here in the top floor thing. I guess that makes some kind of sense, but I don't know. Typically you get a save like right next to the final boss room. That's actually kind of weird. But I guess not this time. But here we go. Just gotta check. I think we pretty much have the best equipment we can have at this point. Let me do a final run through of this stuff though, just to make sure. I'm gonna be sticking with Vampire Killer. I don't think we can get any better defense from any of these chest pieces for Jonathan, so we're gonna be sticking with that. The helmet is trumped by this in defense. Shogun helmet, I don't know if you want that though. We're gonna keep the trade-off that we have right now in the samurai helmets. It's an even bigger trade-off. I don't know what I really want, so... I don't know, it's an even bigger trade-off in favor of defense. I feel like at that point it would be better to just use the Shogun helmet, but I already didn't want to use that, so... Fuck it. Steel greaves and gold leggings are better than samurai leggings for pure defense, but that's fine. We have the gold ring, I guess. Skull ring is cursed. This might be, I don't know. I don't remember what the effect of that is. Polyelementum might be better, I guess, yeah. For him, at least. What does the skull ring do? I'm actually gonna have to look into this. Let's see. In Portrait of Ruin, increases many stats and also curses the wearer, leaving them unable to use sub-weapons or magic spells until the ring is unequipped. So it literally curses you and drains your magic, but has no other detrimental effects. It might be a good idea to equip it then, because I don't know. I guess we can, like, use the big attack a couple times. Raised 5 and then actually equip that ring for the stat boosts. But hey, there he is. He is a tall man. And he looks, he's got one of his young, smooth incarnations going on in this game, as opposed to being an old bearded guy. That does seem to be pretty arbitrary. I don't know about young, but he's got a shaven face. Yeah, let's show him our combined power. Well, the problem here would be he only fucking takes damage on his head, so we're just gonna try to do this the normal way, I guess. One of these two. It's something that I kind of wondered about this fight. For the longest time, do these two have like a shared health pool, or should I only focus one of them? Because whenever one of these two dies, that's when the next phase of the fight begins. Fuck. Double fuck. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Well, I was trying to get behind him this way, but you can just double jump, I guess. I do actually have that option now. Need to remind myself of that. That's how we've come. Well, yeah, it's actually really easy if you get behind him whenever he spawns. And just keep spamming hits on his head. If only you could do that in the Castlevania games, that would really be... oh, fuck. A broken mechanic. Does he go to the other way? Well, I guess he's getting smarter about that, because he just spawns at the very end of the room. And then he'll spawn in the middle and they'll do the joint attack thing, where... and there you go. They do that shit. Where is he now? He's over there, of course. Yeah, he's pretty much only spawning at the ends now, it looks like. Or not. Okay, now he's gonna be the fool here. I can chase him this way. And I'm very okay with that. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I always think about this fight thinking that I'm gonna have trouble with it, but I guess this is not one of those times. Probably gonna have trouble with it. Oh fuck. Oh, no, god damn it. I was hoping that I would survive it and then I would be able to heal, but nah. Not really doing any magic, like with the joint attacks or anything like that, so I guess I'm just gonna... Did I change anything else here? Equip Polyelementum, and I guess I'm gonna have the skull ring. Okay. And we're gonna... well, we're gonna use this fucking... yeah, we don't even need magic to like maintain the speed up thing. I need it for... oh, for fuck's sake. If he wasn't right in the middle, I would perfectly have been able to dodge over that. I have this permanent curse. How did I run it in there? I didn't touch him with my pinky toe. But I guess, going by the logic that, hey, I probably shouldn't be stingy with my healing items, because it's literally the end of the game at this point. I'm just gonna have to be patient here and do this the correct way. Yep, good move there, my boy, my friend. My friend and acquaintance. Okay, let's be smart about this and not actually be smart about that. Don't know how much we could have done to really avoid that, honestly. The movement patterns of the damage we were faced with at that particular moment. Once again, yep. Let's see how we can avoid that. Okay, he's not doing the joint attack yet. Oof. Nope. Well, I tried to go into the menu before I got hit by the second thing, but it didn't let me. This is gonna take some doing, I suppose. It's like fucking Dracula has like 6666 health, and then the final form of him I think has 9999. Something like that. So it's gonna take a little bit of doing, but we can do it, I'm sure. I'm determined to at least try to do the as close as I can get to clearing the, oh, for fuck's sake, the first phase without healing or something like that. I don't know if I really want to restrict me. I just want to fucking do the first phase. I've had no problem with healing before now, but fucking I always get like the moral damage at times when I get hit 2 times very quickly in a row. Oh, damn it, he didn't fall for my trickery. Well, that time he also didn't fall for my trickery, never fucking mind. Where are you gonna go next, Dark Acula? So he fucking stands there. Stands at one of the ends of the rooms and does the fireball attack while that is also chasing me. That's a bit of an extremely cumbersome thing to try and deal with. I'm just gonna do the joint attack again, where it's let's do this and okay, just fucking open his keep, so completely should be noted that I completely dodged those spears. No, that's not what those were. Those were sickles. I just dodged those by just knocking them out of existence, but then I got hit anyway because I did some pimp cape gesture. Come on, how much longer could be left in this phase at this point? Okay, I thought he was doing a joint attack again, but not quite. Probably like a fixed number of attacks that they do before they do the joint attack. Like, the fuck, I don't think I've seen this joint attack before, what the shit. Well, looks like it's time for a bit of heal now, Sugar Potion. We'll do, I don't know, what do we have? A lot of healings of Pancake, that's not very good. Paella is better, I guess we'll do that. Oh, what the fuck? Literally just kept doing that and spamming damage until I died, seriously. Apparently it does stop eventually though, so I really don't know what you can do to avoid that. I guess go to the... Don't remember that attack at all, so I guess now that I know that might happen, maybe you can go to the edge of the room and try to avoid that, but not that I would have known to expect that. So I really have no fucking memory of that ever happening. In my previous runs. Maybe I should just focus on death instead. Maybe he'll have less health. Well, he takes more damage from each of my hits, so that might be a good idea. I can just hit him more consistently because he's just constantly there. I guess I'll just focus death this round and see what happens. Just trying to play it smart there, but I've run out of time. Space. Fuck. fuck is he right now? Is he on the... Yeah, he's on the right, trying to spam his dark meteors. Time to heal now, just to be, you know, prudent. I also have Tart au Pois, and I have the Langue de Chat, which is shitty. Just like in real life. No. I don't think I've ever tried one of those fucking candies in recent history, honestly. I couldn't tell you how it is recent. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, see, that actually worked that time. Death has less health than Dracula here. Now he does Soul Steal, which is, I guess, Alucard's move in Symphony. And now it's true Dracula time. It's gonna be very mocking. I don't remember how to fight this dude's normal attacks, actually. Oh yeah, I can't actually use my... Okay, so here's the problem. I just realized I shouldn't have this shit equipped, the skull ring after all, because it's gonna have a part of the fight where I can't really survive if I don't have my partner, so gonna have to, I don't know, chug one of the tonics to get my magic back in a pinch. Yeah, this is easy to dodge. Hold on. Let's eat more spicy shrimp. It's apparently quite good. Not just in terms of well, yeah, just dodge at this point. Hope that I don't get fucked. Hold on. Maybe this form has 6666 health, I don't remember. It's probably closer to 9999 though, like I said. And this is the reason why you don't want to not have any magic and not be able to summon your partner, because then you won't be able to deal with that shit. You'll actually get crushed. It's like a massive damage move if he does pull it off. Damn it. He's just gonna keep doing it, I guess. There. Of course he goes to the left side. Okay. Well, now I know what to expect. But I'm feeling pretty good about my chances at this point, I'll say that much. I don't think he takes damage from those attacks though, unfortunately. As far as his total health, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Oh, double, okay. I don't think I've ever seen him do that attack either, though, that's the thing. I'm learning so much about this fight today. Gonna stay all the way over here, I guess, until he decides to stop doing that. And then he'll do something that's actually a threat to me. And then he'll die, okay. That's the run, I suppose. I didn't even have to cheat in the final fight. Isn't that something? Too bad, pal. How you cheated during the Whip's memory fight, strangely enough. Notice we're here, you won't be revived. And yet, yeah, you were really good at teamwork with death, just like we were. Does kind of make it a mystery, doesn't it, why you don't also do that in the games where you're not up against heroes who work as a team. I'm gonna give you a leg up, wouldn't you say? But yeah, that's Portrait of Ruin randomizer. Time to watch the ending. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like a scene where Vincent gets turned into a vampire and then you have to use the Sanctuary spell. Or else the ending here is slightly different, I guess. So we're gonna see the version where he isn't cured. Oh yeah, also we're gonna see our dad's ghost for one last time before he disappears forever. And then he's gone forever. Just gonna tip his hat one last time though. Well, I mean, he already passed on, he was dead. Just actually left. Oh yeah, I gotta find Vincent. didn't even see him anywhere. We didn't even get the cutscene in this room where he's like, I was bitten by a vampire. But we didn't cure him either, so he's still gonna be afflicted, yeah. Like to be purified too, you know, so I don't know, you kind of have to imagine that even if you don't cure him, he does eventually get cured. So it's kind of an insignificant change in the ending, really, but yeah, that's that game. Which I think actually took longer to get through than Daughter of Sorrow did, because it was like 4.25 hours for me to get through that randomizer. And, you know, counting like the couple hours that I played of this yesterday, plus the like about 4 hours, or 3.5 hours so far that it's taking me. It took a little bit longer, a bit closer to how long it took me to get through Symphony, I think. Which is not to say it was that much, but it's a little bit longer than estimate, I guess. I think I have a good feeling about the last game in this randomizer series cycle thingy that I'm doing. And I'm actually running low on time, because, you know, Bloodstained inches ever closer to fruition. I mean, it's a little bit troubling that I say that, and yet I still don't have the code that they're supposed to send me on my page. Let me go to the Discord real quick and see what the people there are saying about. Oh boy. Well, this is a different Discord that I just looked at, but apparently there was an incident with a shootout in Dallas, and according to this article that someone linked me to, I probably shouldn't make like this. Oh, goodness. Just kind of skimming through this now. He had apparently a Facebook page where he laid out a collection of ammunition and swords. He apparently went to a yearly local anime conference. And he doesn't dress up. And he has got magazines laid out on the floor. I don't know if by that they mean literary magazines or gun magazines. Apparently he said he was a gladius about to defend the modern republic. Boy, I feeling these are animal references. That's unfortunate. But enough of that unexpected detour. Wait, there's more art being posted to the art channel in that Discord. Author unknown. I haven't seen this one before. I'm gonna download this. Haven't seen this either. I'm gonna find the links for them that are provided here. Hirotaka Ishikawa, and also you for playing this game. Let's see what news we have. Spoilery stuff in the chat. Oh no, are they posting stuff that's from the actual game? Or whatever. The updates will happen when you get the game DLC. All done. Don't see any direct talk on the matter. $60 tier email. Your survey. I'll look at that. Okay, it kind of sounds like the survey will get updated first, which people are saying, which pretty much would come to mean that. Hold on, let me skip out of this video real quick. So I don't have that. Let's go to the sound mode in Japanese. That'll be great. One of the fucking characters does the fucking JoJo quote, motherfucker. And the thing is, I don't even know what enemy that's supposed to be. That's from the shopkeeper. Whatever. What's Okay, it seems like there's apparently no news on the like codes that we're supposed to be getting still to preload and on the computers. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to say. So that's unfortunate, but you know, on one side of things, it pretty much means I don't have to worry about any of that quite yet. I mean, I hope this gets resolved within the next several hours, because it's really kind of alarming that I didn't get it right at the beginning of the day, but you know, I have faith that this is gonna be sorted out in an orderly fashion. But what I need to sort out in an orderly fashion before anything else is the matter of... I'm just gonna leave it on this screen for now. I'm gonna pause the thing completely, actually. What I need to resolve right now is the matter of me eating lunch, because it's like 2:30, and hopefully helping myself not fall asleep by virtue of doing that. So I'm gonna take my mandated lunch break like I did yesterday. I'm gonna skip this song because it's kind of quiet. That's the only reason. Mandated lunch break like I did yesterday, and I will return with the next randomizer, which will hopefully be able to finish in a, you know, one session orderly fashion kind of deal, much like I failed to finish this randomizer that I just did yesterday. Which I have a good feeling about that one, to be fair. I did complete one randomizer for Order of Ecclesia some time back, and I think that's a bit less affected by the whole matter of getting held up on things, like looking for one specific thing. But it's gonna be an interesting thing because, you know, because of the game structure, the whole Order of Ecclesia thing is actually gonna be an interesting sort of progression. But we'll get to that in due time. Right now I'm just gonna go eat some junk, so I'll be back whenever I'm done with that. Which will hopefully be before too long, so stick around if you can, I suppose. I guess, if you don't have anything else going on. You can stick around here, Baka. But I'm gonna be back in a while.